Hello, everybody. I'm your host, Eric Bird, here at StopStrugglingNow.com. And tonight, the show must go on. We're having a little gremlins in the system, but that doesn't matter. This is life, ladies and gentlemen, and you have to turn ish into sugar. And here we go. Disaster real estate investment strategies tonight because it's SSN Nation Money Making Monday and it's live. Welcome. Stop struggling now gear. Check. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. Now, let's get to it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, once again, you might have noticed my audio was a little off, but it's okay. We're gremlins. All right, ladies and gentlemen, once again, trying to slow roll us around here, getting a few gremlins in the system, but it's all right. We're getting it straight. And again, welcome to the SSN Nation. Thank you so much for being here. And please share the videos with other people. You never know who you can help. And smash that like button. And that's so YouTube gods and everyone else knows that we're in the house. And also, once again, thank you so much for being here. Let me see who's in the house first. But please let me know if you received the YouTube notification and saw the trailer. That would be greatly appreciated. Let's see who's in the house. Laverne Penix is here. Welcome to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream. And he has the icon next to his name as well. And he brings his tagline tonight. Hello, SSN Nation. I hope everyone is doing well. Let's make some money. I received the notification and the trailer. That's one person. This is very good to hear. And also, he's also known as Mr. Cool here in the house of the SSN Nation Rising Sun. That's right. He's here. Thank you so much, Laverne Penix. I appreciate your support, especially with the icon as well. Jawway J's in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream. And he brings his brand of taglines tonight. Good evening, everyone. Good evening to you, too. Thank you again for being here. Appreciate your support. And he lets me know that he received a notification and trailer. All right. Well, thank you so much for that. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, it's a disaster. Real estate investment strategies. There's going to be a disaster in the housing market, as you guys well know. I've talked about this on several live streams, dropping videos about it. People are still in denial. So I have to bring a little bit of the receipts just to get people in the mind frame that your housing price is going to drop. Do not buy houses right now. And if you can sell your house and take advantage of that 20 or 40 or 50% increase in price, by all means, attempt it. But at the same time, there's no reason for a buyer to enter the market. That this falls in line with our real estate strategy, ladies and gentlemen, because there is disaster. Here, I'm going to give you some disasters, ladies and gentlemen. Been looking at a few things lately. And since a lot of people here are in the Punta Cana or Dominican Republic markets, I'm going to have to mention this because this is a disaster to me. But next, before I get into that, here is Maria Barnes. She's in the house as well. Thank you so much for being here in the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream. And she's also known as AKA Miss Cool is in the house. And here we go. She says, hello, Eric and SSN family. Her tagline, I hope everyone is doing well. I got the notification and trailer. That's 3 people, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for that. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do 2 things. One is it's a disaster. So been looking at a few things. Remember how we had the beach. Remember how we had Rock? Remember how we had Vista Cana? Top three dogs. Why? Because one's at the beach and Hard Rock Hotel, casino, and amenities are there. And the other two had their own man-made lakes and other amenities on property. And we thought we were good. Well, as it turns out, let's start with Rock first. This is disaster as far as I'm concerned, but not total disaster. Don't get me wrong. It's just that whoever has bought it, Rock, there's only one person, I believe, here in the nation that has bought one. The problem with Rock, come to find out, it's solidified. I had to do some more research with Airbnb. Everybody that has their Cana Pearl, Cana Rock, and there's another Cana I'm missing, they all have the same information as far as the beach club. If you're not an owner there and you are renting from an owner, if you go down to the beach club, which you're thinking you're going to the beach, you're going to have to pay $25. Oh, and it's not $25 for everybody in your party. It's $25 per person per day, apparently. It's a consumption tax, meaning you have to spend $25 per adult there at the beach club, meaning restaurants, snacks, whatever. So basically $25 a person is what I'm trying to say. Now, without that, apparently you don't get to the beach unless you're an owner. But if you're a guest, which means my rental guest would have an issue getting to the beach, and how am I supposed to charge them $300 a night and then find out that they have to pay $100 a day if they want to go to the beach? That would be kind of crazy. So therefore, you're messing with my rental income. Now, the problem with Rock, we got to go the good and the bad, is they're going to be building another 4 buildings there. So now you're going to have, I don't know how many rentals, but let's just say right now there's 50 rentals at least right now on property on Airbnb. Somewhere between 50 and 75, and I'm talking about prime time. I put in February 3rd through the 10th. I put in March 2nd through the 9th. I put in March 2nd through the 6th. And I started moving around, looking at all the projects. And I noticed the trend because they have, Cana Rock themselves have 50 to 75 units available. You have to zoom in. They start showing more. They're ranging from $95 per night up to $270 or whatever. And get this, they're 2-bedroom units. I'm not talking about 1-bedrooms. These are 2-bedroom units and even a penthouse. Yes, even a penthouse. And there's one penthouse you can actually get for $59 per night. February 3rd through the 10th, by the way, on the grounds of Hard Rock. Now, here's the bad news. Hard Rock, if you're staying there at Cana Rock, and whether you're an owner or a renter, you can't go in and use the Hard Rock facilities or amenities. You can only go to the casino and one restaurant. That's it. They're separate companies. All right. So now what do we have? Now we have to look around. Remember when the beach said we're not going to have a hotel? Guess who else said we're not going to have a hotel? That was Vista Cana. The beach, also, that small lagoon that they're creating. Okay, you guys know I love the beach. That was my number one when I was going over there initially. Well, they closed it. So it's not open to the public. Crystal Lagoon, I thought it was going to be open to people so they would come in. You know how I don't like no eco zone, which means all the owners are going to have to pay for everything if we don't have guests coming in to pay for things. So no hotel. That also means, is there going to be a restaurant? Why would there be restaurants if there's condo owners? That's kind of defeats the purpose. Is there going to be a beauty salon on site? I don't know. If somebody's looking into the beach even further, as you guys know, trying to get out. Now Vista Cana has joined the party. Come to find out, it's going to cost to get into the golf. Okay, we talked about this before. The golf costs everywhere. So they plan on charging for their 9-hole golf course. It's going to cost per person. And some people are spouting, whether it's Zeba or anybody else who's going to be around the golf course, allegedly they have some sort of membership pass for owners. But once again, there's going to be charges. So let's just say I own it, Panorama, and I want to go down to the golf course. I was thinking bring your clubs or rent clubs or buy balls. And I figured everybody would go on the course who was there. I thought that was part of your HOAs. Well, 2 years ago, fast forward to now, they're charging for golf. The fact that Vistacana didn't come across with the answers for Vistacana Beach Club and all that, there has been word that unbelievably Vistacana Beach Club might have a separate entry fee. I'm not saying you can't go to the beach, the saltwater beaches that are there. You can still go there. You can still go to Yak Lounge. You can, which has a bar and snack bar and restaurant. Well, it's not a restaurant. It's a snack bar and a liquor bar. Now, they're going to have another beach. So I'm assuming there's going to be another Yak Lounge too. Those are free. Of course, any restaurant is always free because you're going to spend money. The beach club, unfortunately, looks like there's going to be a fee, and it's operated by some entity, just like the golf course, which now brings to the head, is it going to be the same way with the sports complex? It looks like it might be as well. So it means something. If owners get in free, okay, nice. But how many people is going to live there? I don't know. But if guests have to pay, that's going to be a problem. And now there's one other problem. I was reading some reviews, and somebody stated Oasis del Lago. And they mentioned on their review, and this just happened in August 2022, so this is something new. They were trying to order their pizza. The pizza, they were wondering where my pizza's at, right? Well, you guys know there's security gates the first time to get into Vistacana. At Oasis del Lago, they also have their gates to get in. Well, since the guests didn't realize that the people need some sort of special permission to get in, they didn't tell the security guards, hey, I'm expecting pizza. So they missed out on pizza for 2 hours. Okay, that's a minor issue because they're guests. It's new. They didn't realize they had to call security because nobody gave them the security gate's number to call. But you have to call security. That's standard in a secured home environment. Standard issue. What's not standard is, to me, it's not standard, is when I go into a gated community and the security guy says, give me your ID, I'm going to give you a pass. Now that I am not doing. Somebody says, give me my ID and you can get it on the way out. That's cute, but I'm not going in, especially in a foreign country. ID is one thing. Some people don't have ID. Some people have passports. Are you giving up your passport? Or for that matter, are you going to give up your ID? Well, people do, people will. Because Cocatel does it, Cap Cana does it apparently. But once again, I don't like that type of scenario, but that's what's going to happen more than likely because they have to have security, right? So I can't really blame them. That's not really a bad thing. Everybody that lives there, they're going to be happy. But from a rental standpoint, I am not leaving my ID at the front desk or at the security shack or house or whatever you want to call it. So I just want to start this off with that disaster zone potentially, which now means, let's get into the positives, which now means people that own at projects that have amenities built in. So for instance, Panorama, those all three, they have like Pueblito, Carbonino, I can't remember the name of it. But anyhow, that has its own restaurants, right? Some of them have their own fitness, yoga rooms. That would be Panorama Park Villas or Gardens and Villas. So when now it's even more important that your project actually has something besides a pool, because now the restaurants that may be available are inside, for instance, Panoramas, but you probably can't get in there. They're going to be inside other projects. You can't get in there unless you own it, those projects. But you're going to have to go to the beach club if you want to go to the restaurant. And then they say to you, hey, I'm sorry, you can't get in here because you're a guest. Or you can give us X amount of money to come in. That's no fun. So how much am I I'm going to have to deduct something off of my rental if I'm in a situation like that. So I'm just giving you guys heads up of possibly what could happen. But I want to say this. Congratulations to everybody that bought in, because everybody who bought in got in for under one, I believe around 145, 135 is the most you spent. So I will still say congratulations, because this is what the beauty is. Even the worst case scenario, if I have to charge $100 per night, you're still going to win, because you'll still be able to get back your 10%. It's just that if you start going over that and this thing does go south where you can only charge $100, $150, $200 maximum, even for a 2-bedroom penthouse, you'll still be fine. But we won't be able to probably charge $350 or $450. But somebody's trying it. They started their experiment there. Go to Airbnb. And here's the funny thing. Somebody's trying to rent a 3-bedroom on Airbnb in Oasis del Lago, has a pool, 3-bedroom, 2.5 baths. They put it at $418 per night. Now, kind of got excited. I was thinking, oh man, maybe this. Okay. Well, under that one, if you find it, is where that review is from August 2022, talking about the security. The pizza didn't come. They say it's very nice, whatever, but there's no amenities there, right? Only the saltwater lake is there. And, well, freshwater there too. But nonetheless, that's all they had. They gave them a nice review, but that's not good enough. So what I was trying to say was places like Aurora Luxury downtown becomes a big deal. Why? Because they have a theater. They have a fitness room. They have a restaurant. They have a bar. It's open to everybody. You see, fitness room and some other things. It's all encompassed. So now places like Primavera, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Well, there is no 5, but luxury, Primavera Luxury 3 and 4. They become more valuable. Why? Because they're villas, but these villas aren't just villas like in a normal place that has nothing else. They have 3 pools already at Primavera 2. They have a fitness room, a game room. They have a basketball court. They're going to put in another basketball court, another soccer field. They don't have a restaurant, though, but you're in a condo. So a restaurant's really not major. And wherever you stay, you're going to need a restaurant eventually. So you usually go to them. Now, so I just had to give you the downfalls on those. So when you have a Larimar Cruise on Land and they're committed to saying whoever's here is a guest, you use all the facilities, well, then that is major. No matter if it is 25 minutes outside from the airport, right? So now if you have all these items where you don't have to pay extra to go play basketball, go play soccer, go do whatever, tennis, all this other things you don't have to pay in the fitness center, the sports complex, all of a sudden they have an increase in value, because now I can charge a little more because I have these free amenities like they're supposed to be. It's almost like going to your condo project and somebody saying, hey, there's a pool here. And then all of a sudden they put a fence around it and say, I'm sorry, only owners can stay here. If you want to use the pool, then we need $20. That's kind of like what it is when you see these amenities and all of a sudden now you have to pay for them. That means your guests have to pay for them. That's not a good sign. Not a good look either, especially when you're talking about you're supposed to be upscale. Now that means Larimar and Cruise on Land. Larimar and Cruise on Land is in Punta Cana, ladies and gentlemen. It's no credit check, no qualifying. They're not going to be done for 36 months, the first phase. All right, 2025. You put down 10%, pay around 20 or 30%, or yeah, it's 30% upon delivery. But right now, all these things cost under 200 G's. You can get in. All right. So that's why they're going to be major, because when people show up, they can use the water park. It's included. No problems, no fee, but it's open to the public as well, where the public can actually come use the water park and they pay when they get there. I like that. That means owners don't have to pay for the water park upkeep. They have a casino, which means more money's coming in. This is what you want. Oh, both of them, Larimar and Cruise on Land. Casino. Hard Rock has casino. Cana Rock has the casino. People can go to the Cana Rock casino. So hopefully Victor Marrero comes in on Wednesday and lets us know about Awaken at Connor Rock, by the way. I forgot about that, how we can get in there. But the point I'm trying to make here, that is disaster as far as I'm concerned. Now, it's not going to be disaster for anybody that bought already. None of that situation will matter because you will still be winning because you'll be able to charge 100, 150, 200, maybe 250, maybe more. There's a guy in Vista Cana right now who has a town. It's a villa, but his villa is, I don't know which complex it is, but unfortunately for him, his complex isn't one that has a pool, a fitness room. It has nothing. It's just villas in the complex, apparently. That's going to be important for him. He's trying to rent his at $213 on Airbnb. As soon as you put in a week, it goes down to $170 per night. That's for a 3-bedroom, 2-bath villa. It's either a villa or a townhome. I can't remember. But nonetheless, that is, I don't know if that's a good sign or what type of sign that is, but $170 a night, I would be thinking it would be higher than that, more like another 100 to 125, but he's not able to rent at the 170 yet. That just gives you an idea. That Oasis Del Lago that's at 418, they have 10 reviews. And then I said, okay, that doesn't mean anything because we don't really know how much the people paid that left the reviews. He could have only charged 200 a night before. But here's the thing. I looked at dates like the next week, the next month, a couple dates. I looked in February, March. All the dates are available. I've never saw the $418 per night price before. So I have a feeling that he charged less. He's raised it. See what happens. So far, nobody's taken him up on this. All his dates are available. Nobody's taken him up on this $418 per night, and I wouldn't either, especially since there's no amenities other than the saltwater lake that's sitting there right now and Yak Lounge, which you got to pay anyhow. When I can stay right next door at Primavera in a villa, same size, for $125 to $150 or even $100 per night, and there's 3 pools there and a basketball court, 2 basketball courts already. So at least there's something there. Over here, you just have a beach, and they did have a pool in their backyard. So that was cool. But 418, I highly doubt they'll get that because you can stay anywhere and get more than just a beach. Hell, you can stay at the beach if you're going to spend 418 per night for rental. So anyhow, it's going to be very, very interesting how this develops. But once again, that's how we're starting this off tonight. Now, here's the thing. I'm going to get into today. We had something that was interesting. The pop stock market. This is Money Making Monday. We're going to talk real estate disaster coming, but this is Money Making Monday. I had to talk about this because we have a lot of people who invested in the Dominican Republic and in the Punta Cana region. You're still fine. Don't worry about it. Prices will increase. Your property value is going to increase. So you don't have nothing to worry about. You're not going to lose. It's just that if you're going to rent out, we're trying to optimize and try to figure out what's the rental rates are going to be next year. It's still, we're all guinea pigs because they don't have a track record of having 2,000, 5,000 rental units available besides people going to the hotel. So this is all just as we go information. Right now, I'm not happy about seeing 50 properties on Cana Rock, even though they're that close to the beach and people are charging anywhere from $59 to over $270, but the majority of people are between this $95 and $170. You can have 50 properties on site, and these are 2 bedrooms, not 1-bedroom units, 2-bedroom units, and in fact, 2-bedroom penthouse units are going in that range. That's not a good sign. Well, for now, but when we have more visitors, which will be next year when they explode and break the all-time record of 7.5 or 7.6 million visitors a year, and it turns into 8, that when they break the record, there'll be more demand. So therefore we'll be able to charge more. But look on the screen, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this. A red hot green day. Look at this, 3 percentage points. Can you believe what happened here? Is this incredible? Talk about money making day. Is this potentially awesome? 200 points, 30 points, 100 points. Oh, these are futures. Hold on. I don't want futures. That's not, I was wondering what that's futures. Tomorrow's going to be another green day. My goodness, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, it's look at the futures. I was not, because it was 300 points today at least. So I just want to say, here we are. If you believe this is 1929, this is exactly what's supposed to happen. They have to go up. Remember, today it went up. Tomorrow it's looking like it's going to go up. Is it going to go up on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday? It could very well happen. They love that the banks are making money. The banks, of course, are making money. Interest rates are higher, right? Come on. Now, that's just for starters. So the earnings reports came out and people got happy. And now look at this. Oil is up. The NASDAQ, the S&P, and Dow. They're all up, ladies and gentlemen. Is that incredible? Is that incredible or what? So I'm going to go get the actual numbers today, because don't fall victim. Again, you can do your own investment strategy. Now, but just keep in mind, this could actually potentially go down again, because 1929 to 1930, it goes down, then comes up for a few days or even a week. So people think it's over. So they start putting their money back in. Then it drops back down some more. Here we are, 550 points today on the Dow Jones, NASDAQ 354, and S&P 94. 2 percentage points, 3 percentage points, and 1.86 percentage points is significant. Now, it looks like that might happen again 2 days in a row. So most people are going to think, are we out of a recession? Are we out of the danger zone? I don't think so, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you guys think. All right. I want to hear it. I received a notification trailer. All right. That's 3 people. And I think I already went through this. Yes. She received a notification. It looks like Leo Ramirez is in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream. Hi, everyone. Hello to you too. Real estate investment strategies in the house tonight is Leo Ramirez, who told us about Cruise on Land. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Cruise on Land with our friend Daniel Rodriguez. He's been out there promoting, doing some stuff on YouTube, showing Cruise on Land where it's going to be at. And you guys, I did show that drone video footage of where Larimar sits on the ridge too, which is out there by Cruise on Land. These 2 projects, again, even though they're going to be like 25 minutes from the airport, that's what it appears to be. I haven't driven it, but that's what it seems to be. And even though they're that far from the airport, which is no further than Hard Rock, well, no, it's almost equivalent to Hard Rock, I think. But nonetheless, they have amenities where people can go hang. They don't have to leave. That ends up being major. Restaurants, shopping, gambling, and fun all in one place. Don't have to leave, so people won't leave. There's no reason. A lot of people will still say, I'm going to Coco Bongo. They'll still say, I'm going to the adventure park. They'll say, I'm going to, but you have an adventure park damn near there on both of these places, but not the one with the zip lines and ATV vehicles. You won't have that. So there'll still be people wanting to go on those excursions. Cruise on Land has a shuttle. Lorimar, they have a shuttle too, but they're not precisely clear. Their shuttle only goes on the property to their downtown area. I don't think they have a shuttle that goes to downtown Punta Cana. All right. Those are the 2 distinct differences. All right. So Leo Ramirez, once again, thank you so much for being here and giving that shout out that day for Cruise on Land. And it's still new, ladies and gentlemen. They have raised their prices. So if you don't get in on this next phase at Cruise on Land, then I'm fearful that when they open up the next phase, it's going to even be more. Because right now, what at one time was $209,000 for a 4-bedroom penthouse unit, it's now 40,000 more. It's 256,500. So if they go by that number, then the next buildings is 300,000 for that same 4-bedroom penthouse. And they have another unit that's a 3-bedroom lock off that changes into sleeping 10 people. It's a 2-bedroom, really. 2-bedroom penthouse and a 1-bed and a studio penthouse makes it a 3-bedroom that can sleep 10. But you have 2 terraces, 2 jacuzzis. So that in itself means it's awesome, but that's 256,000 as well. So either way, all of these in the next building, if they keep going this way, that's fully furnished, by the way. And so take off around 30,000 or 30,000 for not furnished. So 225, 224 for not being furnished for those large units. The 2-bedroom penthouse that was 137 furnished is now like 191 furnished, if I'm not mistaken. All right. So I'm just giving you an idea of what's happening out there, even though they're not going to be built for 3 years. So you have 35, 34 monthly payments. And Lorimar is even more ridiculous. I mean, a 2-bedroom's only 120,000 and a 1-bedroom's 90. So that's even more ridiculous. Next phase, though, forget about it. Or that's going to 200. An opportunity once investment strategies tonight, a disaster zone for the American market, disaster zone around the world. We're going to do this because I'm going to talk about downtown Miami as well. Don't forget about that. LoftyBrickell.com. Go check it out. Ask for Sophia. All right. She'll take care of you. Sophia, a sweetheart, will take care of you. Lofty Brickell. There's another one now, 1420. Residences at 1428. Not a disaster zone. It's also downtown, except the units are all going to be $1 million. So remember when I was talking about downtown Miami, no credit check, no qualifying, same thing. It's still happening, ladies and gentlemen. That's not going to go away. And they're creating Brickell like they did Sunny Isles. All right. So again, time to get in if that's your thing. All right. They're a brand new project also coming. Here we go. Leo Ramirez has some more tea to drop tonight. Okay, let's hear it, Leo Ramirez. Let's hear about this other brand new project that's also coming, because this is what's lighting up, ladies and gentlemen. Cana Rock, the beach, Vista Cana, they laid the groundwork. Their groundwork has allowed new companies to come in and buy up all that cheap jungle land and build some wonderful, awesome projects. And now this is your opportunity. So here's what I'm going to do. We're going to get out of there and I'm going to go to Black Knight. So let me know what that project is, Leo Ramirez. I'll hear about it. We'll go check it out. All right. But for everybody else, let's stick with the disaster zone all over. Here in America, I'm going to bring this up because a lot of people are trying to minimize this. You here in the SSN Nation, we don't minimize. All right. We're not minimizing for you. Look at this here. Look at this here. Let me get this right. I want you to be able to see this. I don't want any misunderstanding. Home prices down again in August, with average home nationally now 2% off June peak. So notice the wording of 2% off June peak. 2% is nothing. When you start talking about $500,000, 2% is nothing, right? That's $10,000. All right. That's nothing. But if only prices dropped $10,000, if only they didn't drop just 10,000. They've been dropping more than that, 5%, 10%, 15%, 20%. In fact, Lennar Homes in Texas dropped more than that. So I'm just giving you guys an idea. Here's the 2%. This is just what they want to tell you, right? Black Knight, most people don't go to blackknightinc.com. Everybody on podcast, blackknightinc.com. But here it is. They're saying 1% in August, 1% in July. That's real cute. That's real cute. But look at this. July and August 2022 marked the largest single month price declines seen since January 2009 and rank among the 8 largest on record. Do you guys understand this? Everybody who was alive, if you're 30 years old, you might recognize 10 years ago, 12 years ago. Some people 18 or 19 years old may recognize when their parents had to all of a sudden move and their house went down to zero. They might know from 2007s, 8, 9s, and 10s that something happened. Do you not understand what they're just saying here? This is very important. Largest single month price decline seen since January 2009 and rank among the 8 largest on record. So here's what's going to end up happening. You understand that 2% really seemed like nothing? No, it's bigger than nothing, ladies and gentlemen. It's one of the top 8. And when it goes down again, another 1% or 2%, it's going to rank in the top 1 or 2 on record. So once again, I keep telling you, numbers do not lie. Do not believe the hype out here like it's no big deal. Interest rates are going to be raised, like some investors are going to come in and buy things up. It's a disaster waiting to happen. Sell your house now, take the equity, or forever hold your peace and just sit there and pay for the house. Your interest rates are low, and you're just going to have to go through something where who cares? Your house goes down 20, 50%, whatever. You're not going to care. You're not moving. You're not selling. So you're just going to, look at it on the other side. 5 years from now, prices will start going back up. You'll be fine. But for the others who have not owned homes, then you know what you need to do. You need to just wait this out. The 50%, 60%, I'm still holding to it. We're getting records here, ladies and gentlemen. They're in the top 8. They matching the Great Recession already. Not next year. They're matching it now. Prices are going to go down even further. All right. So just keep that in mind. We're going to find out what's going to happen for the Septembers. And notice they haven't released Septembers yet. They always do this. They want to stay 1 month behind because they don't want to tell you that it probably dropped another 1%, 1.5%. And then it's going to be in the top 5 of all-time records. They don't want to give you that. All right. But here's the other part. National inventory deficit held at negative 44%, with more than 600K listings short as compared to pre-pandemic levels. So they don't have as many listings, which would make sense, right? Who's going to sell their house when it's going down in price? That's crazy. So that's coming. Meanwhile, there's going to be people that have to sell their home. And some people who are going to walk away. Builders are not going to be able to finish because interest rates are going to go up and make it impossible for people to buy homes. That 2% increase costing people hundreds of thousands of dollars in purchasing price power. All right. So just keep that in mind. So these little 0.75s, these little 1% increases, they're not insignificant. All right. Just keep that in mind, ladies and gentlemen. This is serious. You're in the midst of it, and put a big smile on your face. I know it's a disaster zone. I know it's the real estate and market investment. This is a strategy, ladies and gentlemen. It's a strategy that you don't even have to do anything. All you have to do is get your duffel bag of cash ready in case they want you to put down 20%. Make sure your credit is right. 700 up, 720 preferably. Closer to 760 and up is better. Get your credit right and get ready to pounce in less than a year. Not even like 2007 where it started going down, then 2008 it went down further, then 2009 went down further. We're going to have a cliff drop. That's what's going to happen. I don't think it's going to be this 2-year kind of meandering down thing. I think it's going to be a cliff drop because of the significant 1% increase. I really think that the Federal Reserve, they didn't have the guts to do it last year. So I don't think they're going to have the guts to do it this year either. Right? I don't think so. So we're going to find out about this shortly. In the next 2 to 3 weeks, we're going to find out something. And once again, this is a disaster. Real estate is a disaster all over the world. Nobody's going to be immune. They still have people out here who have derivatives off of real estate. And what does that mean? That means they borrowed money based on their real estate holdings. Yeah, some people may know who that is. The borrowed money based on your real estate holdings. So now what happens? The bank comes to you and says, hey, your real estate holdings, they went down $500,000, $200,000, $1 million. So we need some sort of collateral now. These people may sell their holdings to get positive and deal with that derivative. So that could enter into the marketplace and will enter into the marketplace as well. There's some companies that people keep saying, well, BlackRock's going to buy homes. They are not. They already made the announcement. They are not buying homes. They're not stupid. They're not going to be buying homes at the peak of a market or 10% below market. They're waiting for that 40, 50, 60%. Then they'll buy in homes. But right now they said, we're not entering. And let me ask you something. If you had a company, would you be buying homes right now? You wouldn't. You're going to go out here and buy up $20 million worth of homes? Overpriced homes, by the way? No, you wouldn't do that. They're not going to do it either. When prices come down, that's when you need to pounce. And a lot of people are going to be using their bullets up and buying their properties. And you know what happens after you buy one? The next one, if it's under your name individually, that's going to be considered a vacation home. You can't claim that's your primary residence on the next purchase. So that means you're going to have a higher interest rate, higher percentage down that you're going to have to pay if you qualify. So keep those things in mind. This is a disaster zone, but you should have a smile on your face. I don't care. You don't have to be in America. Anywhere around the world. If you're in Europe, this is going to happen. It's going to happen all over the world. All the central banks did the same thing, printing money for the last 9-10 years. They don't care. All right. They don't care about the middle class. So when I say disaster, it's a disaster coming. I still have some people pushing back. I've been on the internet telling people, hey, man, just chill out. 50, 40, 50, 60% is coming. People are still in denial. So then I say, okay, so you do realize it's dropped already 10, 15, 20, 30% in some markets already. And you really think that after the Feds increase the interest rate another 0.75 or 1%, that the housing prices in those markets aren't going to drop further? So if they're already at 10, 20, 30, then you have to consider getting to 20, 30, 40 is even easier. And what's going to happen at the beginning of next year when they do the increase again? Then what? You're going to sit around here and be in denial even further? And then you're not going to be preparing yourself to buy at these rock bottom prices? This is going to be an epic meltdown. And how are they going to save it? They cannot save it, ladies and gentlemen. That's why the disaster is going to go. You ride the coattail down. Just go, go along for the ride. Just get yourself ready. You have 6, 7, 8, 9 months. There's plenty of time. All right. So just keep that in mind. You guys here already know. Check your email, Eric. Okay. Well, it looks like we're going to have something to talk about. The disaster zone is not really a disaster. Everybody who bought a home and has a low interest rate, you're going to be a winner. You'll be fine. You're not selling anyhow. You're not trying to take out equity. And if you are saying, hey, I think I might want to take out equity, that 200 or 300,000 or whatever, then you better get on it now. All right. Just get on it like yesterday. But if you're waiting until this next interest rate hike, I would suggest you don't wait till the next one, because after this next one, your home price is going to drop. So again, don't be out here thinking you got to buy a home, ladies and gentlemen. Just wait at least 6, 7, 8 months. See what happens. All right. Just like the stock market. If you don't want to invest in the stock market, same things, same rules. All right. Now I'm dropping a video. Well, I guess it won't be tonight. It'll be tomorrow. Well, hell, I'll drop it late night. It doesn't really matter anymore. I'm going to drop it late night, and it's about real estate as well. So you'll be able to check that out. I'm just talking. Emerging Millionaires Part 2, Real Estate Investing Wealth, because we have a few people here. And I'll give you even a little preview. I can't give you a preview. Oh, yes, I can. I will give you, in fact, I'm going to give you this. This is a preview right here, just to give you guys a little upside. Okay. Now, what's he saying? But I don't have that much info, like it just came out today. Leo Ramirez, thank you very much. Hey, Leo, just tell us, man. Just let us know. What side, where is it? I'm assuming it's in Dominican Republic. Let me know where it is. Is it in Punta Cana, by eBay, out at Macau, Las Terranas area, Samana, La Romana? Let me know where it is. All right, because that would be helpful. But I'm going to check this out. Now, let's get into this. I'm going to bring this on board and give you guys a little sneak preview of what's coming out. And this stat that I'm about to share with you, a lot of people come to. Let me see. I'm gonna break it out. Let's see here. That's not where I want to go. Analyze. All right. So this is based on. Okay. First of all, we got to get with the numbers, right? You guys know there used to be around 3,500, 3,600 millionaires on the planet. Well, now it's down to around 3,300. That's it. 3,300. So when you see Elon Musk, Bezos, Zuckerberg, those guys, they're one of 3,005. I just round up 3,500. All right. That's it. There's 7.6 billion people on the planet. So you understand how rare it is that somebody would be a billionaire. By contrast, millionaires, 90% of millionaires became millionaires because of real estate. How about that? How about that? How did they become millionaires by real estate? Because they actually owned real estate. So you may think it's a disaster. It was a disaster in 2008 and 2009. It was a disaster in 1987, 1989. It was a disaster in 1995, 94. It was a disaster in 1973. 1979 was a disaster. But funny, real estate always bounces back. And because you have so many different vehicles that you can use in order to create profit in real estate, you can rent out, do what we're doing in Vistacana. A lot of people are doing, using Airbnb. It didn't exist back then, but short-term rentals, you could do that. That's a market now. So the disaster can be averted because you have many more vehicles. And when that insurance comes online from Miracle Cash and more, where they actually insure the tenants and the landlord receives 12 months in advance, that changes the whole game. Because now people will want to rent and not have any liability. If a person doesn't pay, who cares? We'll evict them, but at least we got our money. And it's insured, so even if they don't pay, the insurance company's still going to pay us. Guaranteed for 24 months. So we love that. So when that comes online, that changes the game. It won't happen in America because there's no way insurance company is going to allow you to go across state lines. That's how they keep us paying these ridiculous insurance rates, because they want to section it off. Just like your health insurance. It's not good in one state possibly, or 3 states or 10 states, but it's good only in your state. You just never know. And that's what they do. Just like car insurance. Where do you live? But it's not simply what's your zip code. It's simply what state are you in, and your zip code, of course. And that's going to determine where you're, or how much you pay for insurance. The same rules apply. So they're probably not going to allow this. But in the UK, in Spain, in Germany, hey, they're going to allow this, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So think about it. But let's get into this here. I'm going to show you this. This is going to be in the video drop tomorrow. Check this out. So you guys got the numbers, right? You heard the numbers. 90% of millionaires became millionaires through real estate. Now you understand how important this is. But look at this here. This is billionaires. So there's a difference. This guy, The source is 2,700 out of the 3,300, so they're only 540 billionaires short. Look at this. Number one, finance and investments. Isn't that interesting? Number two, technology. Number three, manufacturing. Number four, fashion and retail. Number five, healthcare. Number six, food and beverage. But number seven is real estate, not so high on the billionaires list. Is that not interesting, ladies and gentlemen? You know, we've talked about this before. Billionaires is much different than being millionaires. So therefore, over the course of time, when you have your own business, notice your own business, food and beverage, own business in insurance and healthcare, own business in fashion and retail, own business in manufacturing means you have a manufacturing business, technology business, finance and investments, meaning banking, insurances, stocks, hedge funds, billionaires, ladies and gentlemen. Notice what's above real estate. So that's why we always talk about business here. It's not just real estate that you can come to be millionaire status. You can also implement the business aspect, and therefore you make some more. Now, this is very, very interesting. Metals and mining. There's only a few people that owns these mines, right? So it's not like, and a few people, right? When there's only 3,300 billionaires on the planet, it doesn't take that many. 75? Come on, right? I mean, that's it, 75. Automotive, like who owns car companies these days solely themselves? They're usually partials. 69 are in the automotive, 44 in construction. Gambling and casinos, interestingly enough, 25 in sports is way down here at the bottom. So look at this. This is where you want to play, ladies and gentlemen. You want to play in this zone up here in the blue. So that's what we do here in the SSN Nation. You guys already know real estate we've been talking about for years and how you can get in. Now we're talking about how you can come up on the next real estate fiasco that's going to happen here in the States and around the world. Food and beverage, healthcare. Remember, SSN Lifestyle, we have health products. That's why you have health products, ladies and gentlemen. Fashion and retail. This is why the business of T-shirts and gear and fashions is big, and people can enter that market and make money. So that's why we talk about it when we talk about getting your free gear, you know, like we have ours. But you can create your own gear from like Printify, right? Printify, you can actually put your logo and things like that. They give you a web page. People can actually search our channel. It's on there. That can help you out. All right. So think about all that manufacturing when you make and produce items, which is Warren Buffett's favorite, right? Technology as well. You have to be highly educated, and you're going to be in the technology business. And finance, once again, you have to study and be in finance. Now you're understanding, once you see this, this is where you have to be creative, or you have to study. You have to dedicate years of studying when you start talking about finance, investments, technology, manufacturing, fashion and retail, healthcare, food and beverage is a little bit easier, but there's only still 3,400, 3,500 billionaires out of 7.6 billion people. So it would seem, oh, and by the way, if you want to know the millionaire numbers, okay. The millionaire numbers, there's only somewhere between 56 million and 60 million in the world. That's it. So that should tell you all you need to know, ladies and gentlemen. So when there's a lot of people looking around on the YouTubes, on social media, looking to make additional money, trying to make things happen, you see less than 60 million people are in that millionaire, billionaire status to begin with out of 7.6 billion people on the planet. That ought to tell you all you need to know. And don't think you're USA exceptionalist, all right? Yes, in the United States, there's 18, 19, 20, 21 million millionaires. All right? That's a lot. but it's also a place where we hold world currency. Also a place that does give you the opportunity to actually be what you want to be and try to be a capitalist. A lot of countries, you're in a caste environment. You can't move up like you can in America. And that's why everybody and their grandma tries to come to America. You guys, you can't fault somebody because your ancestors, a lot of your ancestors came here, whether voluntarily or involuntarily, came here, but was able to still have a better life than other people around the world because you can do upward mobility. All right. There's systemic situations here in America that blocks people, like there used to be glass ceilings and still are glass ceilings, whether you're a minority. And minorities are women, people of color, people now that may be what you would call LBGTQ or whatever, who looks at themselves a different way. People are discriminated against different ways. But at the same time, it's not like other countries where you can't do something. You could say, okay, I'm going to start this. I don't need you. I don't need you to give approval for what I'm doing. I'll just start my own business. This is unique in only a few countries. And that's a few. I mean, you know, hundreds of countries in actuality. But only you are you able to down and get your LLC for less than $200 and you're in business. Of only a few places you can actually clarify yourself as I'm doing business as, and by the way, I want to be an Uber driver. And you can't, I mean, you can't do that everywhere. It looks different other places. All right. Other places, it looks like I'm riding my bike. I put some seats in the back and I'm a taxi service. Or I got a little motorcycle. I take people around. I'm getting paid. All right. That's the kind of thing that it looks like. Or you're helping part of the infrastructure by working to create the infrastructure. So those are the things. In America, you can actually start your own organization, your own company, your own nonprofits, your own real estate empire, your own anything. So therefore, that's why on Money Making Mondays, you guys have to understand, you have to take advantage of this. There's people risking their lives to come here with nothing just to get the opportunity to be better financially. And you got people in America just let me just go work for somebody for $20 an hour. Let me go work for somebody for $10 an hour and be on my phone all day. I don't really care. If they fire me, no big deal. Meanwhile, you got people who's risking their lives trying to just get a piece of anything. So all I'm saying is, ladies and gentlemen, if that's not motivation enough, it's time for you to get off your ass and get ready, because you have the opportunity of a lifetime that's coming. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. Pre-construction you got down over there in Punta Cana. I don't care. Go to Costa Rica. I don't care. Go to downtown Miami. I don't care. Go to the Philippines. Go to Thailand for all I care. But get yourself some real estate at pre-construction prices before the next boom happens. Because the next boom is going to happen all over the world. The central banks, they're going to do what they're doing. They're going to keep printing money. They're going to get lower interest rates. They're going to give it to their buddies. And then prices of real estate's going to rise. So if you're able to have multifamily properties, you have multifamilies, you're loving it because there's no restriction. You can raise your rates nowadays. Nobody even cares. They're like, oh yeah, your rent was $1,200 a month, but it's going to be $1,800 now. I'm just like, this is insane. So you cannot be under these rules. You're going to be stretched, ladies and gentlemen. So you're going to have to make sure that you have your own parameters set. You're going to have your house. You're going to have your condo. You're going to have your property. I don't even care if you have free land sitting around. At least with land, you can do something as well, because this is real estate investment strategies. If you're new here and don't know anything about it, hold up. It's an hour in. Please smash the like button. And if you like what we're talking about, please subscribe to the channel. Real estate investment strategies, discount lots. Pay attention to discount lots. All right. There's where no credit check, no qualifying, you can get land. Land that's going to go down in value drastically next year and the year after. Whatever you can buy land for right now, don't buy land. Just sit back and relax, because builders are going to be giving up their land, well, defaulting. Somebody else is going to have to come take over and keep building. But land is going to be abundant because it's not an asset unless you build on it or grow something on it. So land is going to be cheap. All right. So go to Discount Lot, search the channel. I did a land sale video, lot sale, acreage sale. Go see these. In fact, I should just show because I have people here. Why don't we just go to Discount Lots? So you guys can understand. Some of you might find some deals, right? Some of you might find deals already. Here, that is your whole thing. If you see something and you're out here and you see these lots, you go out there and get them. If the deal makes sense. But again, don't do it now. Relax. Prices are going to come down, ladies and gentlemen. See this less than 200 a month? Prices are going to come down. My account. Wait a minute. I don't have an account here. Search land for sale. I'm looking for search land. They changed their, it used to just show land. So this is different. But here it is, ladies and gentlemen. And some of you might be thinking, oh, they don't have it in California. Oh, they don't have it in wherever. Well, guess what? They have it wherever. Vegas, Cali, Oregon, Wyoming, Colorado, New Mexico, Texas, Alabama, looks like Georgia or Tennessee, of course, Florida, North Carolina, West Virginia, Maryland, all of this, no credit check, no qualifying, even on the big island of Hawaii, which, by the way, don't mess with the big island of Hawaii. Most of these are in a lava flow zone. So that's why it's cheap as hell. So go look at anything you're going to buy. Do not buy off the internet without going there, picking up the dirt, and making sure that you have utilities there. And if you don't have utilities there and you think you might want to buy that property, you better find out where the electrical is, where the water is, where the sewer is, because the only way it's coming down to your lot and you want to do something with your lot, like build something on there that requires a sewer and electricity and all that, you're going to have to pay for it. Your neighbors are going to benefit from it, but you're going to have to pay that $10,000 per 100 feet to get it down here. You're going to have to come out of pocket 50, 60, 100 G's or more, depending on the distance. So that's why you go out there and make sure you have all of that there. It's going to be a disaster for lots, ladies and gentlemen. If you have land, sell it. They're behind the times right now. You can still sell land and get a top dollar for it. But in another 3-4 months, it's going to start falling the wayside of homes. So therefore, get ready for it. The disaster zone is a good thing for you. Put a smile on your face. All right? Put a big smile on your face. All right. That's all I'm trying to say, ladies and gentlemen. Jenny Rojas, welcome to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream. And Jenny Rojas, she's mentioning something where they make money, and that's Cap Cana. And she's saying Bavaro, and Cap Cana. Now, is this part of Leo Ramirez? Is this Cap Cana, Bavaro and Cap Cana? What did I miss? All right, you're gonna have to watch the replay, man. Hello, all. Charles is in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream. He has the icon next to his name, so I want to thank you very much for that and your support. And he says hello, all. And once again, let me know if you saw the YouTube trailer and received a notification from YouTube. That would be greatly appreciated. Or everybody watching on podcast, let me know if you received podcast notification. Everybody watching on, wait a minute, Facebook, let me know if you saw the trailer. Everybody watching on Twitter, let me know if you saw the trailer. All right, I'm just saying, let us know. I just listened to the recap on Airbnb. Yeah, there will be a wake-up call on what people think they could rent. Exactly, especially for that. Look who else is in the house. James Way is here. Welcome to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream, where he has the icon next to his name. And I thank you so much for that. And he says the rent is too damn high, and he's correct. Good evening, people. That's right. The rent is too damn high. There's going to be fallout from that sooner or later. And thank you so much, James Way, for being here. And I appreciate your added support with the icon. And if you don't know what the icon means, that means they're members of the channel, not just subscribers, but members of the channel. They pay financially to help out the channel and give support. I appreciate it. And also on Wednesday night live stream, they're the only ones that can be in the chat room. Tonight, everybody can be in the chat room. So just keep that in mind. And they can always join me on the live stream, which is awesome, anytime. And so once again, I went on my little rant about discount lots, but again, you're going to be able to take advantage, ladies and gentlemen. Acreage, lots, all of that is going to be so cheap. That's when you have to pounce. So if you have found acreage or lots and you thought they were too high, then they probably were. But now you're going to have an opportunity to say, hey, let me go in here and check this out. This is going to be pretty sweet. So now I'm going to find out about this new project here, because you guys know we always come up with solutions. I've given you the solutions over the last 2 years, because pre-construction gave you an opportunity to get in. But just remember this, check your contracts now, because these builders are putting things in their contracts where almost everybody is fearful of inflation. All right. So Leo Ramirez, I haven't received it. I haven't received it. So again, send it to me. And I see I have some things in my junk box. So this is interesting, but I don't see anything here from you. Support at stopstrugglingnow.com. And I don't see it. So once again, send me something, or whatever it was, send it again. Support at stopstrugglingnow.com. Yes, it's not here. So again, just letting you guys know, disaster is going to happen. You just have to be prepared for disaster in the real estate. All the way around, it's going to happen. And the other disaster is the reason some things are going to happen also is that hurricanes and any natural disasters are going to help exacerbate the real estate market. In Florida, there's so much devastation, it's ridiculous. And insurance companies are not going to be paying. So this displaced people have to live somewhere. And unfortunately, they're going to have to get money from FEMA, the federal government, but it's going to be light. It's not going to be the full value. And they're still going to have to find a place. And that also means a repercussion of there's lots of people that also passed away who weren't there, who have property and things like that. A lot of people passed away, unfortunately. So these are the kind of things that we have to think about. And this has an effect on the market eventually too, because there's people that live in Florida that's their second home. And that also has wiped out families, shall we say, assets. There's whole places underwater. Their buildings gone. So they thought they had property that was $1 million, 500,000, 400,000 worth of money, equity wiped out, not to be used. This is why also I recommend that anybody, when you get these crazy numbers for equity and people keep saying, don't, have your house free and clear, and a natural disaster, your insurance company's not paying. All right. People are not going to get paid to rebuild. Now, all of that's wiped out. That's why you need to use it. So this next time, like right now, not this time now, but after this in 3 years, 4 years, when the property goes up and you get that 50, 100% increase in price on your home, don't let that equity just sit there. Part of investing in real estate is use the equity to buy more real estate, buy more assets. Doesn't have to be real estate. It could be a different asset class, but buy assets with other people's money. All right. That is the key right there. That's why 90% of millionaires use real estate as their vehicle to become millionaires. Just like people who were winning so big on Airbnb that states, cities, counties, the governments of states, cities, counties started changing the rules because of all this extra money that was coming in that they can't get a part of. They would just rather shut it down. They'd just rather try to nixay allowing Airbnb rentals. This is how crazy it's gotten in a capitalist society, ladies and gentlemen. When you start telling people, I'm sorry, this new thing that came out, because you live in a residential zone, we're going to block you because we know you're making hundreds of thousands of dollars per year. We know you renting condos out of your subleasing condos from us, and you're renting them on Airbnb. You're making hundreds of thousands of dollars. We're going to have to stop that. What they're not understanding, and I hope you get it here, ladies and gentlemen, that real estate disaster with Airbnb is coming simply because they're blocking. So everybody that's not blocked, guess what happens? You're going to have an increase in renters, which is a good thing. So it's a double-edged sword. But at the same time, they are changing the gig economy. All that extra money people were making from Uber and Lyft and Eats and doing all this little ecosystem, they're trying to change that. Now they're trying to mess with the Airbnb flow. That's why downtown Miami says we want it with the new at Brickell, the new buildings. They're putting it in the writing that it's good for short-term rentals. That's part of their deed structure. So that way the city, state, county can't roll in and be like, oh yeah, we're blocking it. Nope, you're not blocking it. And that is a thing that is a shame in a capitalist society. Just because somebody did a different twist, which is what you're going to be able to do, ladies and gentlemen, because we gave you the playbook in Punta Cana in Dominican Republic. You are having these properties that are set up for Airbnb, VRBO, Vacata, all these places that you can rent, right? So that's a beautiful thing. Now, timeshare wise, as you guys know, I'm a fan of that. Not really owning timeshares for personal, but as far as renting them out, which now even timeshares started saying, we don't want you to rent them out. Why? Who cares? Maintenance fees paid. And again, why do you care? I charge more than you or less than you. Who cares? You still got your maintenance fee money, annual maintenance fees paid. Why do you care? They care, ladies and gentlemen. I guess it's story time. All right, let's see. Okay, Leo Ramirez, please send me what you were going to send me at support@stopstrugglingnow.com. I would greatly appreciate it. Make it happen. I don't see it. You give us teasers, but I don't see it. I'll give you guys a little story. This didn't happen 3 years ago. This didn't happen in the last 2 years or anything. This happened like 4-5 years ago. All right. So I own it, Red Wolf Lodge. I'll give you two stories which go the same way. Red Wolf Lodge and the all the time. Be like, hey man, the guys that are renting want to come up and they want to try and check in at 3. So what's it look like? Because it's the day before. Is somebody staying in the room? I'm just checking if they'll be able to check in a little early. No big deal. We had a great rapport all the time. So then one day I called up because we could actually rent direct, right? So I called up one day and I said, hey, is this available for one night? Because I wanted to exchange. It wasn't available from the timeshare front. If anybody owns timeshares, you know what I mean. You call up, hey, nothing's available. But then when you go online, rooms are available for rent on Expedia and all that. I'm like, come on. But anyhow, I call him up and I'm saying, hey, man, I need a unit because we would get a lower price as owners. And then he would say, but this particular time, he said something different. he says, "Hey Eric, so you're going to be so the people are renting the night from you." I'm like, "Yeah, and so what? What's that got to do with anything?" All of a sudden, he starts saying, "Well, you charge X amount." And I was like, "Wait, whoa, what are you counting my money now? That's not your job's description. You're a manager. What difference does it make how much I charge?" So he's trying to block me from getting the unit. That's when it starts, ladies and gentlemen, right? So he won't let me have my owner's time. He blocks. So what do? I call Resort Time and say, "Hey, I need a unit," because Resort Time and all these guys are all affiliated, but they rent to the normal people, but they'll give owners a discount. So I just called them up and reserved it. So this is what starts happening because you're making money, which has nothing to do with them. All of a sudden, he's the manager and he starts blocking. So I'm sitting there like, what's going on? These guys are clowning. Now Airbnb's being blocked. This is a thing in capitalist society. People always try to block because there's going to be a disaster and they're already making tons of money, but they always want all of it. Now you're understanding why there's an inequitable finance system. And that's why there's only 3,400 billionaires out of 7.6 billion people, and there's only 56 to 60 millionaires out of 7.6 billion people. You would think at least be a few hundred million, 100 million, 200 million. You would think, and you would never think there's only 3,400 billionaires. You would think there would at least be a couple million, at least. So that just tells you how everything is in only certain people's hands. So therefore, you have to get real estate in your hands when disaster strikes. And that's what we're setting you up for. You're already ready, ladies and gentlemen. There's 40 people who are winning in the Dominican Republic. You're winning because you bought go. Somebody's saying they're from Miami. Look who's here. Rob A. Welcome to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream. And he says, "Good evening from Miami. Thank you so much. Say hello to everybody in Miami, the other town. I love it." And that just means time for a video. Speaking of Miami, let's give some homage to Miami, shall we? A little bit of love to Miami. That means a mini 1 hour, 18 minutes in. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. And if you like what we're talking about, subscribe to the channel. And I'm dropping another video regarding real estate later on tonight, so you'll check that out. But speaking of Miami, we'll take a brief interlude so I can get myself a drink of water since I've been going on my high horse. And that's the end of the story, by the way. There's no more story. The guy tried to block, and from that point on, anything that I ever needed was blocked. And that's the funny part. If somebody needed, like, "Hey, can I check out at 1 or 2?" and I'd call up trying to see if they can check out a little late, even pay a little extra. No, can't happen. Anything that happened, all of a sudden, and then he was like, "Wait a minute, this guy's making all kind of money." They started checking how much money I was making. I was like, "This is craziness. We don't have a good relationship." Let's just put it that way now. All right. So this will be something for Miami. All right. Check this out, ladies and gentlemen. On the other side of this, we got 45 to 50 seconds, but here we go. Come on. All right. Little Miami love for Rob A. and George. Giving y'all some Miami love at the end. And shout out to Tracy McGrady. What's up, man? He was next to me right there. So that was all good. A few other celebs in the house. So one other thing. I'm getting back to a few things. Hold on. I'm gonna go check something because I'm looking at Leo Ramirez looking for that love. I'm still not getting it. Not seeing it. Where is it? Leo Ramirez, why don't you give me the name of it? If you're still here. I think hopefully you sent it to support at stopstrugglingnow.com or Eric at stopstrugglingnow.com. Either one of those will work. Or just tell me the name of it and we'll go look it up. All right. So we'll see what it looks like. All right. Good evening from Miami. Thank you, Rob A. So I'll go one more for you. That's right. If I wasn't California kid, I would have been Miami kid. But I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. Just give you guys a little more background. Some of you already know. So I would have been Florida kid, but it is what it is. You guys know I went to University of Florida for a couple years. Just a couple. Then I had to get out of town and go to Cali. All right. I had to go back to Cali. But it was a close call. I was almost going to go to the U. But it didn't happen. I didn't go to the U. I almost went. And Florida State was never in the mix. But I almost went to the U instead of U of F. But those were the two options. It would have been very interesting at the U. Florida still gets chilly. The U would have been nice and warm, and I probably would have never left Miami if I would have went to the U. But anyhow, all right, ladies and gentlemen, that's the disaster zone for you. I gave you the information on what's happening in Punta Cana. It looks like all those wonder spots from 2020, the beach, the Vista Cana, Cana Rock. It appears that the amenities, well, first of all, I gotta back up. The beach is not going to have a hotel, which now means, does that mean it's going to have the restaurants and the salon and the event room and all that? I don't know. They're not open to the public. The Crystal Lagoon is closed. So that means the owners of the project, whether you're at the arena or at the beach, you're the ones that's going to have to pay the HOAs. The upkeep on water filtrations, pools, and all that is not cheap. The upkeep for lighting, not cheap. Unless they're going to have solar panels or something else going on there, it's not going to be cheap to maintain this property. People have jacuzzis, which they're going to be paying for, I'm sure, on their patios and balconies. But the lighting and the pools and the waters and all that is going to suck up a lot of electricity in the DR. All right. Unless they get some sort of nationalized rate that I don't know about. They may not have restaurants at the beach. I don't know what's going to happen with that. Because Palmyra is just condos now, no hotel. Now, Vista Cana and Cana Rock, it appears that they're opening the door to have you pay for those so-called amenities, meaning golf at both locations going to cost. The beach club at both locations is going to cost. Sports complex is only at Vista Cana. It looks like it's going to cost. Now, we have something from Paseo. I think it's Paseo del Sendero. Remember that complex there? They have a couple of those. They're coming out with their stuff. $100 is going to cost for water. They're also going to charge like $100, $150, something like this, $200 for HOAs. It appears it might cost you $300 per month or $350 per month, depending on what size unit you have, I guess. That's what it's looking like. Maybe somebody here might have had this information, but once again, that's okay. Every place is going to have HOAs. And it also appears that you, as an owner there, may not have to pay for those amenities. But if you were planning on renting like me, and now I find out potentially, well, there's no potential. Golf, it's in the stone. The beach club, it looks like you're going to pay. That's in the stone for guests as well. That also means the sports complex is going to be paying Guests are going to have to pay to get there too. All right. So there may be one or two complexes that gives a guest a pass or something like this to go use some of the facilities. I don't know which one they're going to be, but this is going to be a little funky because apparently Vista Kana is a separate entity, somewhat like Hard Rock is not part of Kana Rock or Kana Pearl. None of who knew they weren't associated at all. So again, these higher prices, once you get into the 250s, 225s, 300 ranges, and you have no amenities other than if you live there as the owner. Every time I show up as an owner, okay, I have amenities. But if I don't live there 8-9 months and I want to rent it out, now my guests have to pay. That's crazy. And I'm paying HOAs. I don't care what project I'm at. I don't want to pay HOAs and my guests have to pay for something. That's just not right. Not going to happen. But at least everybody who bought in from 2020, or we'll go back, 2018 to 2022, you are going to be fine. All right. If you bought now in the last 4 or 5 months with all these new projects and prices increasing, once you go over that 150 range and you have to pay for amenities or your guests will, that you're still going to be able to make your 5, 10, 15% potentially. But again, there's going to be a lot of renters at these locations. Just like right now, if you go to, in fact, why don't we do this? Because this is the disaster zone. And then I'm going to, I'll just go and show this. Why don't we just go? You guys know how we do this. This is what we do here live. In case you're new here, this is SSN Nation, SSN Academy, SSN University. Everything is free. So we're going to go on a recon mission. All right. Let's go on a recon mission. We're going to Airbnb. And I'm not going to pussyfoot around. We know January, February, March, and April in the tropical zone is prime time, right? So I'm going to go show you what I put in. I'm going to put in right now. What did I put in earlier today? March 2nd through the 9th. All right. So you guys, we'll go on real time zones so you guys can understand what I'm referring to here. And now you're going to have to deal with this. We're in real time, not saying that I'm going to be right about this. This is one of those areas that I have to give a disclaimer. We're all guinea pigs. There is no way we're going to be able to figure out how much we're going to be able to rent these places for in 2022 when they come online in 2023, 2024, 2025. All we know is that there's going to be another probably 4,000 to 5,000 condos, villas built in Punta Cana. And out of that, there's going to be added into the rental pool on Airbnb, VRBO, another 2,000 to 3,000. All right. So the more projects you have on your compound or the more units you have, that's more people that's going to be renting. All right. So I want you guys to see, I'm just going to use what I put in today and see if there's any changes. But I put in March 2nd through the 9th, which also is college spring break in a lot of areas. Later on throughout that month, it gets heavier. 16 through 23 is probably a better date. But this is prime time for all the Caribbean. So I want you guys to understand, we're going to go looking. We're going to go searching. This right here is going to be very, very interesting. Now, notice, let me see if I have this on screen. I want to make sure you guys get this. Okay, look at what comes up. This is how they're doing things on Airbnb right now. It appears all these are available, right? Now, this 110, this is 110. This has to be at Kana Rock. So let's, yeah, here we are, Kana Rock. Let me do it this way. See if I guess I'll pull up. This is 110. This is a 2-bedroom apartment. And this, I don't know what this pool is doing out here, but that must mean it's the beach club. But this is $110, ladies and gentlemen, for a 2-bedroom at Kana Rock. All right. Oh, this is at the Conarock Condos, I believe. This is very nice unit. And in March, they are charging $110. Do you see this? Oh, you guys don't see it. Check this out. Because once you click on it, it changes screens. 110 per night in prime time. Now, first of all, I would have never envisioned 110 for something you paid 200. I don't remember how much the condos were for a 2-bedroom. A 1-bedroom was around 117, 118 or something. And a 2-bedroom should have been like, I don't remember. I think it was 199 or 210, something like that. So they have it fixed up very, very nice. But this is prime time, and I'm showing you right now. I would have never have thought that this would have been prime. I would have never thought 110. I would have said, nah, you're joking. It's a 2-bedroom at Hard Rock, and we have amenities. But guess what happened, ladies and gentlemen? They have the pool out front. No problem. People are giving these nice reviews. No problem. There's one little problem, which is major. Let me see if I can actually pull this up. That's their, never mind, not reviews. I'm going to pull this up here. Let me make sure you guys can see this. Victor Marrero is there right now, right? He's there right now. So I'm going to go to amenities. He's there, but what's not being told on here, the reason why she's charging 110 for a 2-bedroom is because she's not going to tell people that they can go to the Hard Rock. But let's look at the description. Enjoy awesome moments, beautiful 2-bedroom, 2-bath apartment. Stay with family and friends located inside the Hard Rock Cafe golf course and 5 minutes walking to the beach. Notice no mention of any amenities other than the pool, and they're on the golf course. She doesn't say the pool in that sentence, but all I'm saying is down here in the amenities, they have pool. So this place is inside a big complex, so security isn't a reason to worry. Check-in is at 3 p.m., checkout's 11 a.m. That's it. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Sounds just like any other condo to me. No biggie. It's on a golf course. You can't go golfing. You got to pay the green fees. And you have a pool. That's it. You might have you should have a restaurant there too. But that's it. A restaurant in this case is not an amenity because I'm going to go eat out and I have a condo. But I just don't want to eat at that restaurant every day. So all I'm saying is that's it. She can't say, she cannot, or I'm saying it's a she, but he or she cannot say that they have amenities at the Hard Rock because they don't. And they also say here 5 minutes walking to the beach. But what is not said is that you have to pay to get to the beach through the Hard Rock or your Conarock or Conapearl Beach Club. You have to spend $25 per adult, $13. $10 for kid, I believe 13 and under. That's how much you have to spend. So take it any way you want. You're spending $25 per person to get in, $10 if a kid's 13 and under getting in. And yeah, your kid 14 is an adult, so $25 for them. All right, so this is what's happening out here. Now, we're going to go back. I'm going to go back. We're not going to get off of this because this is a disaster, in my opinion. But look, let's put things in perspective. So the 2-bedroom, potentially, I'll say it this way. If they got the 2-bedroom at the right time, they could have got it for actually not 190. It would have been like 130 or 140. So again, they're still going to win. No problem. Even with the 900 and whatever, the $110, $770 minus 3. So they get $700 for the week in prime time. But here it is. It's still available. But here's what I want to show you, ladies and gentlemen. The other disaster zone This is what we think about when you're investing. They're just showing one person, but watch what happens. These are the preferred choices of people for some strange reason. You can probably pay like Google to be on front page, apparently. But here's what I'm going to do. Because look at this. Look at this. If you guys can see this, it looks like that's the only person. Uh-oh, wait a minute. We got another person, 100. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, hold on. We have somebody else on the compound that just showed up. But this is crazy. Uh-oh, look at what just happened. They're all on the compound, ladies and gentlemen. They're all there. 130, 245, somebody wants. 107, 100. Oh my, we go a little closer. Look at this. Oh, even more, ladies and gentlemen. 115, 101, 119, 110, 131, 194, 10. Look at this. Look how many shows up now. So now I go here and I'm like, okay, we're all on the same place. We're all in the same location. Look at here. This is what's out front. That person's on the end. So this lady or man, I keep saying lady, but on the end, they're at the end of the pool. All right. That's what you're seeing out there back patio, I guess. I thought it was a beach club, but it's not. So all these people are along this pool area, but theirs is 101. So what I'm going to do is this. Let's go see what it is. All right. Is this a 2-bedroom or a 1-bedroom? That's the $1 million question. We don't know. But I think it's a 2-bedroom. But let's go look. I'm going to even go in even further. All right. Look at this. This is prime time. Look at this. There's a 92 right here. 2-bedroom penthouse, ladies and gentlemen. 2-bedroom penthouse, 92. This is the reason you need amenities. Because all they have is a pool. There should be a restaurant down there. But that's no big deal. We pay for a restaurant no matter where we stay at. They have a pool and the beach is walking distance. But when you get to the gate, are you not an owner here? We need your $25 per adult. That's no fun. And if you want to go to the Hard Rock, you can go in the Hard Rock and only go to the casino and one of their overpriced restaurants. That's it. You can't go in walking around. You can't go in there going checking out the place and eating at Benihana's or eating at some of the Asian restaurant. You can forget about that. You're not getting in there unless you buy their wristband for $103. $158 if you want an all day, or $153 if you want an all day pass, like 10 a.m. to 2 a.m. Each person would have to pay that, not the people in your party. Now you're understanding. I could never understand why these rates were so low, because we weren't privy to this information. We thought you were going to be able to go into the Hard Rock, enjoy your life. Look at this. Cana Pearl, 1-bedroom, 114. It's all over the place, ladies and gentlemen. And this 245, I don't know what this is. They're charging 245 now. Enjoy a peaceful apartment is probably a 2-bedroom. I would have to think that, right? But there's plenty of rentals here. This is what's going to happen at other places where the amenities are shut off from the guests, where the guests have to pay for the amenities. I'm fearful that this is going to happen. But I'm going to say it again. If somebody bought at $89,000 for the 1-bedroom like that one person did, somebody bought a 2-bedroom for $130,000, $140,000 when it was at $130,000, $140,000. You're still going to win, because even if you have to do $700 per night, $100 per night, you're still going to win. All right? You're still going to be fine, because okay, you're still going to be fine, because even if you go bad, let's just say out of the 770, you get 700 per night profit. You don't have a management company. If you do, well, then that's $200 more off. But all I'm saying is, let's just say best case scenario, you're doing it yourself. It's $700 you have coming in, and you do 14 days, 2 weeks, a month during prime time. You're going to be fine. 4 months, that's going to be $5,600. So the rest of the year, you'll be able to get $5,600 the other 8 months, right? So you're going to get $10,000. So you're still going to be good. You'll still be 10% or more, which you'll be good. If you're going to be under 10%, meaning if you would have bought something for $250,000, now you're going to be at 5%. You might as well just give your money to invest in a REIT on the stock market and get your 10, 15%. Or you can do Fundrise, which I do not recommend, and get your 5% or less. But all I'm saying is these are the disasters. That's a landmine that's happening. There's no way you can rectify the situation at ConoRock, for instance. You're not going to be able to, because you can't absorb the wristband price for your guest. $103 per guest to let them get into the Hard Rock. So even though you could potentially go, I'm going to have 4 people. But if you did this, it doesn't make sense. 4 people means $412 per day in wristband charges. So I'm just saying, and that's for 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. That's not for evening time. If you want evening prime time there, well, you're just going to have to spend more. But just to give you an idea, that means you would have to charge somebody more than $400 per night in order for them to enjoy the Hard Rock Casino amenities. I don't think that's going to happen, because then that's how much they can just stay at the Hard Rock per night. You see where I'm going with this? All right. So there's no reason to stay at your place, because you're still going to have to charge an extra 100 or 2 per night just to make some money, right? This is what I'm trying to get at, ladies and gentlemen. So if Vista Cana ends up, which it's still sounding in stone, we got some information today. It's sounding like Beach Club's going to cost, the golf's going to cost. If those 2 cost, then the sports complex is going to cost. All those people that own in Panoramas, all those people like at the Wave, Arco, the residences, everybody, Pueblito, all those complexes that have a restaurant, pool, fitness center, yoga, soccer fields, all that, you're going to win anyhow, because your guests don't have to be insulted by having to stay at a place that's priced like, let's say, for instance, we do $245, right? Let me go over here. Let's go pull this up. See, this is in the range that I thought people would be renting anyhow. Let's just go over here to $245. Let's go find out where this is, shall we? Because I don't even know if this is in the Hard Rock place at this price. People don't always mark their units in the right locations. Let's just go make sure this is in Hard Rock. This is what I thought everybody that had a 2-bedroom would be charging in Vista Cana would be in this range. 200, 240, 250, 295, 325. I thought that was going to be the rate. So this person, 245, has 20 reviews. Now, I don't know if they're charging 225. This is Ivan. He has 4 bedrooms, 4.5 baths. I don't think this is at ConoRock, because I don't think they have 4 bedrooms. This is at, this is at Cana Bay Beach Club. So what's this? I thought he said this is a 4 bedrooms. What's going on? All right. Maybe there's more. Oh, there is more. He has a 4 bedroom. So, ladies and gentlemen, here it is right here. This guy, Ivan, he has a 4 bedroom and can only charge $245. And as of right now, he's not getting it because it shows available. And not only that, look at this. And by the way, I got to give Ivan, look at this very carefully, ladies and gentlemen, because we're talking about real estate investing once again. You're noticing now, if you want more money, even though he's at Conarock, he's going to get more money. Look at this. Remember when I was talking to you about, look at this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 seats, because he can accommodate up to 12. He's got 10. He's got a counter for 2 more. This is one of the little crucial things you want. If you sleep 6, you want to have a 6 6-person table for your dining room. All right. Now look at this. He's added the barbecue on the deck because I guess he has I don't know what he has. They have a pool, and it looks like he must have 2 units. That's interesting. But he doesn't show us the whole units. This is weird. This looks like this is 2 units actually. So here's a kitchen. I'm just going down through here. Oh, okay. French guys or European guys. Oh, day. All right. That's interesting. So I don't know how this is configured, but he's showing the beach club. And he's showing something else that I've never seen. I've never been to this place. I don't know where this is, but he's showing the beach club. So maybe somebody here might know what's going on. And he's showing Hard Rock. All right. So you guys are seeing all this. He's showing it. He's showing some love. But all I'm saying is look how nice. It's not really cluttered. At least what we see here. A sitting area there. Now, these ships and all that. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, you don't need to put stuff on top of these. All right. Don't go for that. Let's see what paintings he has on the wall. Okay, beach area. That's good. I'd prefer a little more beach stuff on the walls. If you're going to have something on the walls, do the area. This little starfish thing. Okay, fine. But no. All right. No. Put things on. Look, these pictures. He's done everything else well. The pictures on the wall, those need to be changed out. All right. And take some of the stuff off that counter with the ships. See these little things on the counter? Get this stuff off of here. This is blocking. When your guests come to stay, they want to put their cell phones, their chargers, their tablets. You're blocking. Take that stuff off. You don't need that. You need a picture up here that's nice. That would help a lot more. All right. I'm just giving you guys the information, whether you do utilize it or not. He shouldn't be putting stuff on here. He doesn't need it, doesn't add. The only thing that needs to be here is remote controls. That's it. And instructions. Now, I don't know where this Kana Pearl place is. I've never been there, so I can't say. Maybe somebody here has been there. But I want to go through his instructions. What he says. Come with friends. Loveliest place in the Caribbean. Okay. Breathtaking Kana Bay Beach Club. Coolest golf course. Tennis course. Great location. Near fine restaurants and discos at the Hard Rock. Okay. I think he's omitting something. He's omitting something. Oh, the weekly discount made it $2,000 before taxes, which makes his what is that? That's 20. What is this? 24. Okay, so he gets around 2,200. All right. Golf view, kitchen, free residential garage, premises. The info was provided by the host. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, do you notice anything here? The beach club mentioned is open 9 to 6. Here we go. Here you go, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Okay. So the beach club is open 9 to 6. You need a taxi or Uber for dinner plans. And Hard Rock Hotel did not have day-night passes available during our stay. Oh, my. So here we are, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be a problem. So the guy has an 8-sleeper or 4-bedroom, allegedly, 2 bedrooms, it looks like. The people there are finding out to go eat. They are having to do Uber because they can't get in, and the day and night passes were not available. That's incredible. So now I would not want my guest in this scenario because there are no hotels that in restaurants you can go to. And by the way, last time I was there, they may be using the word Uber, but there is no Uber. All right. I wasn't able to use an app for Uber for Punta Cana unless they changed it recently. So let me know what you guys know. But they have 5 stars. They have 20 reviews. But all I'm saying is, ladies and gentlemen, $245, and he's sleeping apparently a 4-bedroom. If a 4-bedroom's charging $245, then I damn sure know my 2-bedroom, I likely will not get it. I'm not probably going to get $245, right? So he does not mention that you have to pay to get into the beach club. He does not mention that you have to pay to get into the Hard Rock and use their amenities. And so now you may understand why these rental rates aren't as what they should be. This is what's going to happen at all projects that does this, including Vista Cana. It looks like the golf is going to charge, and it looks like the beach club is going to charge. And the way I think things are, I think the sports complex is going to charge. So I'm giving you guys a disaster zone as I see it, but it's not disaster for everybody that was able to get in any time before the beginning of this year at these ridiculous low rates from 50,000 up to, let's just go 150 to 200. You're going to be fine. You're going to be like the lady who bought her condo at 264 in 2008 or 9, the boom before now, and across the street from the beach, and it didn't increase in value for 13 years. 2008, 13 years before she could get her 264 back. This won't be your situation. Your properties have already increased in value. All right. Now, if I stayed at Panorama, which again, I'm supposed to be out of that, I have not received any return of funds. So we're going to find out what's going on, hopefully in the next week or two. But this means other places are going to be interesting. Now, I'm going to go somewhere else because you guys, I can't let this slide. I just had to show you all these units available, and only Cana Pearl and Cana Rock, 1 unit is there, and this Cana Pearl, whatever, apparently there's units there too. All these are for available. What happens when you add the Terra, the Star, the Galaxy over the next year? That's thousands of units. You might as well just add 200 to 300 of those in the mix and have to tell people, I'm sorry, you can't go to the Hard Rock facilities. Now, let's go over here. Let's go down here, ladies and gentlemen, a little more real estate, because it's the disaster zone potentially for people that's buying now at these higher prices. Who would buy at the Galaxy for $389,000 for a 2-bedroom? And then they're going to find out that their guest can't use the amenities? That's insane. Now we understand why there's units available for sale at Cana Rock. I didn't understand. How could they? I thought they sold out. Now I know why they didn't sell out. All right. So here we are. We're in the Vista Cana region. All right. I'm going to show how you can always tell Vista Cana is here's downtown, and it's right here under this loop. So Vista Cana, Primaveral, they're all right here. Las Brisas is over here somewhere. Well, maybe over here a little more. Now, I kind of came out a little bit and notice there's nobody available. Look at the availability. I'm going to go in a little more. And for some reason, I can't find. There was a guy that had, it's not here now. It was across from here, $413. A guy had a villa at Oasis del Lago at Vista Cana. And now it's not here. I did March 2nd. No, it was it was March 2nd through the 9th. It's not here right now. I was checking it out earlier today. Apparently they were experimenting because they had like 10 reviews, but from October 21st all the way till March 2nd, it was available. So I have a feeling the rate was a little lower before, and they were testing the market to see if people would do something, but it's not coming up right now. So, oh, here's the other thing. I'm going to add, I'm going to go up to 5 guests. I'll put that in. So let's get to down to business because we're looking for 2 bedrooms, right? So here we are. Oh, here it is. 418 just showed up. All right. This is what it looks like, but everything is available. So I doubt that he was renting this at 418 before, because all they have at Vistacana right now is a saltwater beach and they have Yacht Lounge. That is it. There's nothing else there. But I want to show you one of the reviews. Now, again, everything is available at this 418 price. So don't get it twisted where they're going to be able to rent. This is at Oasis Del Lago, and it's a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath. They do have a pool. Oasis Del Lago has its own security, and they also do not have any amenities. They do not have pools inside their complex. They do not have anything. They might have a park in there, but they have nothing. No playground, no tennis court, no basketball court, no soccer field, no nothing. All right? No community pool, nothing. It's basically villas, a housing section, an upscale housing section, I will add. Pricey, but this is $418 per night. But I want to give you guys something. This is one of the problems that's going to occur, apparently. Here's the lady right here. High reviews, 4.8. No problem, right? All right. All right, here we go. This is the thing here. Let's just say this. The property was best stocked location. I don't know what that means, because there is nothing there except Yacht Lounge and the man-made lake. That's all there is. There's no other amenities there. So I don't know what this means. But anyhow, beautiful home with everything you need. And remind you, it's 3 bedrooms, 2 bath, and you would have had to pay roughly $189,000 for Oasis Del Lago. And it might have been into the low 2s because it's a 3-bedroom, not a 2-bedroom. But nonetheless, I just want to get it out there, the cost at the time. It's more than that now, though. You're going to be into the 200,000s, like 280s, 250s, 290s, 300s, if you want to get something at Oasis Del Lago. All right, so that's the upscale area, kind of thing. Now, the pool was amazing because it has a pool. Hot water was included. Okay, it should be. The location is isolated, so it's best to have a car. Now, this is the same problem that you're going to find in these security places, is trying to have Uber come through to get you. Here's what happens. You also have to go through 2 security gates. Let me see. Can you guys see this? Oh, you can't see this. Okay. I'm on the wrong screen. Hopefully you can hear me too. Let me go out here to the page. I got to come out and check some things. Let me see if you guys have any comments down here. Okay. Let's see. I got some more people in the house. Leah Dennis is here. Welcome to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream. Thank you so much for being here with the icon next to your name. And she brings her tagline, "Good evening, SSN fam." And I received my notification. Thank you so much, Leah Dennis, for letting me know who is asking $245. Georges Charles, that was for a 4-bedroom. It's either 2-bedroom units or it's a 4-bedroom unit. I don't know, because I'm not familiar with Connor Pearl. Maybe they had a 4-bedroom unit there. $245. That's his max, and he's in a 4-bedroom unit. That's insane. That's the star, a 2-bedroom. No, it was at Connor Pearl for that one. The other one for 110 and all that was it. Yeah, Connor Star or whatever. The hard blocked me from getting into their restaurants. There you go. I just need a place to live. Robert X, welcome to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream. And if you need a place to live, then you know what you can do. Pre-construction, depending on where you're at, you can do that, but check your contract. Do not sign the contract that says that the owner or seller can back out, or owner or seller can increase price 25 or 30%. You can't buy. If you're waiting to buy something, a home, don't buy now. Wait until April, May, June at least. Sit back, relax, pick out a place that you want to live, and think about 40% off. If you want to live there, do you want to pay 40% to move to that location? That's where you want to go. That's where you want to look at. Right now, if you think you want to live in a place that's $300,000, then you might as well just look at a place that's selling for $500,000 if that's where the area you want to live in, because it will get to, I believe, $300,000. It'll be in your range. Not now, but starting in around 6, 7, 8 months, you'll see prices are going to start falling, not just some little 3%. So once again, Eric, there is Uber. That's how we moved around. We actually have a guy now that we call all the time when we are there. Thank you so much, Maria Barnes. I didn't realize Uber wasn't there when I was there. But like you said, that's not the way to go. She said it exactly. That's the only way to go. Get some guy's number at the airport or numbers, and you call them on WhatsApp, all right? Or text them, whichever way you want to do it. But get their information, because when you're in town and you find the right guy that's friendly, nice, and will show up, that's the guy you want, because then it's cheap. And what I mean is I just gave the guy $10, $20, pretty much. I just paid basically $10 to $20 just to drive around. I remember coming from El Cortecito. I paid a guy $20 round trip because I told him I'm going to the beach downtown. So I went downtown and came back. That's what he charged, $20 round trip. And I stopped at the beach. He even waited for me, which I was shocked. Then he let me go to the grocery store and waited for me then. So then I felt like I need to give him a little more. But anyhow, that's all it was. So that was reasonable, I thought, round trip. Uber costs more than that probably. So glad to hear Uber's in town. So that makes it easy. Thank you so much. That's why I had to check. I figured somebody might have some information that I don't know. I haven't been there in a year and a half, 2 years. So listen to this, though. Here's the point I'm trying to make. You also have to go through 2 security gates when arriving. Exciting. Okay, I don't know why that's. Here it is right here, ladies and gentlemen. The security guards also ask to keep your identification card when you enter until you exit. Now, that's a problem for me. It's also good to ask for their telephone number so you can contact them if you want to have anything delivered. The security will not allow anyone in without authorization from the owner. So you can imagine, as a guest, they didn't know the security phone number, right? So that was interesting. So now found this out after waiting almost 2 hours for pizza. Now, all in all, it was a great stay. But basically, they stayed in a villa. They had a pool, and they had the beach area. The beach club's not in, and they had Yak Lounge that they could have actually went up and got a little snack and some drinks. But that's it. That's all that's there right now. So this right here, this comment right here makes me think. People have already said, Eric, when you go into Cocotel or Cap Cana or some other places, you have to leave your ID. Now, Maria Barnes, Mr. and Mrs. Cool, you guys have stayed at Punta Cana. Leo Ramirez, have you guys ever stayed in a location that they wanted your passport or your ID for them to keep? Because personally, I never did. I moved 2 different times. Both places had security. Security said, I need your ID number and what day you're staying, what day you're leaving. But these were small complexes. Or the other the other place didn't even care. They just knew I came in with the manager that's renting the unit. So then I was good. They didn't even write down any information. So I'm just letting you know, When I leave the country, if anybody ever says, I want your ID, or heaven forbid, your passport, it's not coming forth. I would not live there. I'm just telling you right now. You lose identification abroad, it's no fun going to the embassy saying, hey, man, I need some ID and all this stuff. All right? I'm just saying. So I wouldn't have done it. So once again, I messed up. But once again, here we go. I'm going to get us back to this review so you guys can see I'm not making this stuff up. But this is unintended consequences from being in a secured and gated environment. And again, if they say, hey, we need your ID and we're holding it, I'm not staying. That's all I can say. I would be going, I need my money back because I'm not staying here. So that is one of the little things that didn't even cross my mind. I was just thinking, no biggie. I'll just, whatever. It's like, I'm not staying there. But it didn't dawn on me that my guests might have an issue. And this is what it's going to look like, ladies and gentlemen, if they have to pay to go into the beach club and there's no restaurants, like at Oasis del Lago, there's no restaurants. This is what's going to happen. They're going to call for this food to be delivered. And this is what your guests are going to have to deal with. And there's nothing you can do about it. So just keep this in mind. So you're going to have to figure out what you're going to do to tell people about this. And this works the same at the Hard Rock. It's going to work the same at the beach. It's going to work the same at every location. So now, if we're talking real estate, Aurora Luxury, still cheap. That's something to look into. All right. Just to give you an idea. So anyhow, still 4.8. Still everybody's giving great ratings. I don't know how the person checks people in. I'm guessing it must be a door with a code, but at a 4.2 rating, that's not likely. So I don't know how people check in and get to their unit, but this is all going to be very interesting. I will say that no matter which complex you're in. So we're going to need to know what type of activities are happening. Now, let me go back and show you something. Now, he's not getting the 418, all right? Let's just keep this clear. The 418 is not coming. All right? It's not coming. It's available. It's not coming. All right, so here we go. Here we are. She says, we always stay at all-inclusive hotels, so we haven't experienced that. Okay, there we go. There we go. All right, so Maria Barnes never had to worry, because if you stay at all-inclusive, you're not calling Uber Eats. All right, so here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. Here goes something a little more reasonable. So here goes 270. But notice Primavera 2, who does have currently 3 pools on premise, a basketball court on premise. It's new. So 270 is even a bit much, I would think. Here goes another person, 194. They've rented out 3 times, but do we really know what they rented it out for? This is also at Primavera. This is the other pool. All right. And this is a 2-bedroom unit, not even a 3-bedroom unit. All right. So it's crossing over because people don't know their maps, that they can pin their maps. So they're crossing over into Vista Cana, which also means, just like we got the Cana, what was that other one? Cana Pearl. This also means that's what's going to happen at the other place when the Star or the Terra comes in, the Star comes in, the Galaxy comes in. They're going to cross over, which also means, let's go across here. This is 418. That's 270. This is Primavera over here. The fences are the same. Look at this. Here's Primavera, a place that you could have bought this unit, 3-bedroom, for $80,000, $100,000 2 years ago, paid $10,000 to have this jacuzzi put in. This guy paid less than 100,000 more than likely. He's getting 111 a night, and but he has a villa, and he has a basketball court, and he has 3 pools that are already there. Never mind the soccer field's not in yet. Never mind the other pool and the other basketball court is not in yet. He's getting this right now because there's 3 pools in a basketball court and a walking trail. That's what they have there right now. He's getting 111. He can afford to get 111 when he only spent 100 G's. But here's what's more interesting. Here's another villa. I don't know where it is, but this looks like another Primavera location. That's the pools they have. Let's go 163. Another Primavera. This guy right here is 163. I know this is in Primavera. 3 bedroom, 2 baths, 2.5 baths. He's getting this, but only paid $100,000. So you guys see what's happening here. You still need amenities, but it's actually interesting how a place that only has, right now, they're going to have a fitness center and a game room, no restaurant, but you don't need a restaurant when you have a villa, right? And now that we know they have Uber Eats, that's cool. And you're going to have the same issue. You're going to have to let the front desk or the security know, hey, somebody's coming with Uber Eats. You can let them through. All right. Or you're going to have to go up to the front and meet them, whichever. I don't know. But all I'm saying is the fact is that they're charging here for property, a villa that is bigger than any 2-bedroom at Conarock. And they're charging more than almost all of the things for 163, and he's getting it. He has a 4.0 rating, which is interesting. That's low. This person's 185 is new, so we'll see if they ever get it. This person has a 4.3 rating, but 3-bedroom private pool as well. So there's no difference between renting at Conarock and staying in a villa at Primavera closer to downtown. And here's downtown. Now, hopefully you guys understand that everybody wins. All right? Everybody wins. Even this guy. Primavera. 5-star. $95 per night. Why? Because he bought it for $100,000 or less, because they were less at one time. You could have gotten it for $80,000. So just giving you an idea, price matters. So everybody who bought in cheap, you still win. You'll be able to charge $100 a night. You'll be able to charge $200 maybe one day. But you know you can charge $50, $60, $70, $100, $115, $120, $130 safely. Whether you own a 1-bedroom or 2-bedroom, whether you're going to be at the beach, Vista Cana, or anywhere else. But here's the thing. Downtown, 119, 3-bedroom villa. All right? That's interesting. San Juan Lakes. I don't know where that is. 116. These are all existing condos or villas. This is a villa, 116. So again, near Coco Bongo even. So this is very interesting. This is all the information. We're all guinea pigs, but I'm just letting you guys know this is what's happening. Disaster zone has struck potentially. All right. Now, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Real estate disaster. Take your advantage now. All right. Now, one other thing, and then I'm going to go for the evening. Please, I'm going to drop a video late night. Unbelievable. I will drop it. Emerging Millionaires Part 2, real estate. Just discussion, really. Let me see if I was going to show something. Oh, Leo Ramirez. I never received anything from you. If it's over 22 megabytes, I'm not going to receive it. So maybe that's why. Or 25 megabytes. If it's over that, I won't receive it. Nothing in junk mail either. So Leo Ramirez, I never received anything. That's not good. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. Some of you may be going, Eric, like who was the person that mentioned? Robert X said, show, I just need a place to live. So let me show you some place to live. This is 5 minutes. I've shown this. Oh, wait, I can't play this video. All right. I have a problem. I have to bring in my own version, but it took a recording strike, so I couldn't actually show it. So I'm going to go over here and get this other thing out of the way. And let me see if I have the music edit here. I don't know if I have the music edit, ladies and gentlemen. Because they hold up. Oh, yeah, okay. So no wonder I couldn't do it. I see right now I got held up. Unfortunately, the file I'm trying to import, I can't roll up. Nope, can't do it. All right, I can't play this, unfortunately, for you. All right, so I'll play it anyhow. I know I'm going to get a copyright strike for it, but I can't load up the video that I need to play. ladies and gentlemen, that's Larimar City in Punta Cana, Dominican Republic, roughly about 25 minutes from the airport, I think. Haven't been there, but that seems to be about where it's going to be. And it's on a bluff overlooking the city and possibly able to check out the beach from there or see the ocean from there. I don't know. It's kind of sketchy, ladies and gentlemen. Somebody who's in the DR, you're going to have to go out there and let me know if you can actually go to this ridge and see for yourself. That's what I want to know. So anyhow, here's one of the opportunities you have. $89,900 for a 1-bedroom unit at Larimar City. I'm going to show, I might as well just do this. This is Gennaro Lamas. He came on our live stream and he was kind enough to go over everything with us. $89,900 for a 1-bedroom condo. Right now. There's his phone number. Tell him you're from SSN Nation. And they have different payment packages. You can put down 10%, 20%, 50%, 90%. You get discounts. If you put down $10,000 or more, you get a 1%, I think, discount. If you put down $15,000, I think it's 2 or 3% discount. Put down more, some more discounts. And it also depends on the payment plan you pick. You could get another discount. So those are some factors. This is Gennaro's number. Get him on WhatsApp. That's the only place. He's in the DR. He's the master broker. Let him know you're from SSN Nation. All right. Now, the 2-bedroom unit starts at $119,000. $118,900. So $119,000. That is what the project is trying to be. They have been approved. It's going to take years. But the first phase, Tower 1, Tower 2, and some other stuff downtown, that is going to be done in 3 years, 2025. All right. So that's when the first phase and a hotel might be there or two. There'll be 5-star, 5-diamond hotels. 2 of them, which we know who they are 5-diamond, 5-star. We know we have a 5-star chef coming in as well. So that is very, very, very good. So again, I left Gennaro's name down here in case you're interested in that. Cruise on Land. Your last chance to get in cheap there has also come now. Okay? Just keep that in mind. What is going on? I didn't see this. So I'm having to block somebody that you guys can't see in the background. It's that dating site stuff or XXX stuff. It looks like I blocked it already, though. It's just showing up. So anyhow, Cruise on Land. Their prices have increased. Your 2-bedroom, 2-bedroom penthouse is now $160, $161, fully furnished. So that's still a deal. The reason why Cruise on Land and Larimar are deals is because when your guests show up, they're not having to pay for amenities. There's a huge difference. Even though they're 25 minutes from downtown or from the airport, they don't have to leave. There's restaurants on site. You have a condo. You have the sports complex. If you play golf, you're going to have to pay at Larimar. Cruise on Land, we don't know. They have a driving range. More than likely, you're going to have to pay for balls or something. But nonetheless, Cruise on Land has, both of these projects have so many amenities. It's ridiculous. Cruise on Land, they have a wave pool. They have a water park that they're building. Casinos. They both have casinos, but Cruise on Land, to stay specific, they have a water park coming. They have a beach area man-made by Crystal Lagoons. They're going to be built there with a beach and sand. They're also going to have a water area where you can do paddle boats. At least that's what the renderings show. I don't know if they'll have the paddle boats there. But nonetheless, wedding venues are at Cruise on Land. gardens are at Cruise on Land, where they're actually making or are growing their own vegetables and fruits. They're growing that there. And then they have a store that's selling the vegetable and fruits. There is so much. You have the basketball, the tennis, the driving range, as I mentioned. You have the cycling and walking trails. You have an amphitheater that's going to be bigger than 3,500, probably 5,000. We don't know, but it was going to be 3,500, but they're going to make it bigger. The water park is major. Casino is there as well. That's not all. I'm pretty sure I forgot about a lot of other things, but that's just for starters. And when your guests come, it's open. They are in. You're in the joint already. There's no other gate to go through. There's nothing. They're not charging. All this stuff is not around gates. So people actually show up who want to go to the water park from the community. Apparently, they're going to pay to get into the water park, because the water park is not in the compound where the beach is, where your restaurants are. They're not. The water park is it looks like it's on the outside of it, along with the casino. So now people are coming in to pay for some of this stuff. And they'll be eating at some of the restaurants that are around there that they can get to, like at the casino, I'm sure, like at the water park. And that helps with some of the upkeep for the owners. And that's why Cruise on Land has said maintenance fees for 1 bedroom, $75. Maintenance fees for 2 bedrooms, $100. Oh, sorry, that's at Larimar. Sorry, I got them confused. Larimar, $75 for 1 bedroom, $100 for 2 bedrooms, because they have a situation where the hotels have all the pools, all that, and owners just walk out there, have access. You're in there. You don't have to pay extra. And at Cruise on Land, they haven't came up with the HOAs yet. I forgot. I reversed it. Who knows what it's going to be? I don't know what it's going to be. But Cruise on Land has so many units available. If you just want a studio unit in building 1 and 2, you can still get one fully furnished, a penthouse, for $90,000. You can also get a studio and it'd only be $75,000 or $60,000 not furnished and not a penthouse. So you can still get things under 100, which is a studio, which I wouldn't recommend, quite frankly, unless that's what you wanted. Leo Ramirez got the studio penthouse. So you have a terrace and you have a jacuzzi and you have a barbecue grill area and you have water up there. So that's a good sign. The optimal place that you should get now is they have units that connect in the middle. So at Cruise on Land, you can get 2 studio units. That's $191,000. That's the penthouse. 2 penthouse studio units, connecting door, can sleep up to 8 people. You're going to have 4 bathrooms. It's worth it. You can sleep up to 8. 2 kitchens potentially. Well, you're going to have 2 kitchens, 2 jacuzzis, 4 bathrooms, 2 terraces. That's pretty awesome. Everybody has their own suite. Now, they have a 2-bedroom and then a 2-bedroom penthouse. The price for the 2-bedroom penthouse is now $160,000 fully furnished. 2-bedroom unfurnished, it's probably around $125,000, $130,000, somewhere in there. Now, you can add a studio unit to it to turn it into a 3-bedroom penthouse units, right? $256,000 with a 2-bedroom. Add the studio unit to make it a 3-bedroom. You now have 2 jacuzzis, 2 kitchens, sleep 10. The penthouse unit is $256,000. You can get a 3-bedroom on a different floor. It'll be a little bit less because you won't have a terrace, which, changes things a little bit. But what you will have is 5 bathrooms in that configuration. each terrace has a bathroom. And then there's 2 bathrooms down below in the 2-bedroom and another bathroom down below in the studio. So in that configuration, you can sleep 10, but you have 5 bathrooms. That's the optimal one. That's $256,000. Of course, that's at the upper edge. That's fully furnished. 224, 225 unfurnished. But either way, it's going to cost you probably 20 G's to furnish. But all I'm saying is you can save maybe, but why bother? Lock in today's price, 256 built 3 years from now. That's buildings 3 and 4. What do you think buildings 5 and 6 are going to cost? They're all going to go up 30, 40 G's. You can pretty much count on it, which means your value increases. Now, the 4-bedroom, the 3-bedroom penthouse has a room on the terrace. That makes it a 4-bedroom. The downfall is the 4-bedroom, there's only 2 in a building. It's right where the elevators are. Make no sense. But anyhow, 4-bedroom can sleep up to 10, but it only has 3 bathrooms. Right, exactly. 1 terrace versus the 3-bedroom or the 2-bedroom. You add the studio and make it a 3-bedroom. You have 2 terraces, 2 jacuzzis, and 5 bathrooms. So, and the 4-bedroom penthouse unit, that is $255,000. So I would suggest you get the 3-bedroom or the 2-bedroom connecting door with the studio unit. The reason why you're going to do that is you can rent it as a studio unit, you can rent it as a 2-bedroom unit, or you can rent it as a 3-bedroom unit. You have more options. You're going to need them, especially when there's a water park, especially when there's paddle boats, especially when there's a casino, especially when there's a beach out there, especially when there's shopping out there. You don't have to leave. Those are the prices, and coming along is Larimar. And if you think Cruise on Land prices escalated, Larimar, you can still buy a 1-bedroom for $90,000, not furnished. Doesn't come with anything. That's why it's cheap. No white line, no furniture, no nothing. You're going to have to buy your appliances and furnishings. They don't have a furniture package at the moment, but they can always add that. The other thing is, that's a 1-bedroom, 2-bed, and Ocean View you can get a 1-bedroom for. That's Ocean View price. Then you get up a little higher, add a couple thousand, but pay your money down, get your 1 or 2% off, you're back down to 89. All right, 118.9 at Larimar. You saw the video on Larimar. Again, 2-bedroom, 2-bath. You can have Ocean View, 119, 120, 122 Ocean View. All right. Once again, they have all these amenities. 18-hole golf course, sports complex with the basketball, with the soccer field, with the tennis courts. They have all that. They also have a soccer field, not in the sports complex, but in the actual Central Park area. They have 3 tropical lakes in the Central Park area. They have underground parking, which is kind of cool. They also have restaurants and hotels, but the added feature they have is they're building their own downtown. 10,000 seat auditorium. This is Larimar. The 800 number you call is Gennaro's number. If you want Cruise on Land, then you need to go see Daniel Rodriguez. All right? Let him know. SSN Nation came to see you. See him. All right. Now, Larimar is Gennaro Lamas. Cruise on Land, Daniel Rodriguez. All right. I don't have Daniel's phone number, so I can't put it on the screen. But you guys can go to Daniel Rodriguez. In fact, why don't I just I'll get his number too. Cruise on Land. I'll get his number too in case anybody's interested, because this is real estate investing. It's not a disaster, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Here we go. Don't have his number yet. Here we go. Is this it? Nope, not it. Here we go. Found it. It's hiding in the cut, ladies and gentlemen. So his phone number, I'm going to post it up too. See Daniel Rodriguez if you want to deal with Cruise on Land. Now, also, Cruise on Land, I just got word a representative won't be on for Cruise on Land. They don't want their reps on. So anyhow, here's the phone number for Daniel Rodriguez. I just put it in the chat room. Keep that number if you want to do Cruise on Land. Go see him. Let him know SSN Nation sent you. Now, Leo Ramirez is gone, so I don't know what happened to what he was sending me. So September 2025 is going to be buildings 1, 2. April 2026 is buildings 3 and 4. That is at Cruise on Land. And some of you, by rights, I should, after I showed that video of Larimar, I, by rights, should show you something about Cruise on Land, right? Why don't we go there? Why don't we go to Cruise on Land? I wasn't going to do this, but these are great deals right now. Both of these are great deals. Just like VistaCon is still a great deal. Just like Primaveros. Just like my beach, I don't feel as good about it because they're way, way late. But nonetheless, here's what it looks like. And yes, $54,000 in buildings 1 or 2 for an unfurnished studio unit. All right. You can still get it. You see it's 10% down, 30 days, 21 days, but 30 days later, 30%. So in this case, I mean, not 30%, 10% down after you give them $2,000. So let's just use an example. If this is $55,000, you're going to give them $2,000 down to reserve. And then they're saying within 21 days, you got to do it. But okay, let's say 21 days is 10%. 10% more. 10% is $5,499. You've already put down $2,000, so you owe $3,499. Then 30% during construction. So roughly 15, 16, whatever, 17,000, let's call it 18,000 during construction is what you're going to owe over, let's say 30, I'll just round up, 36 payments. So you're going to owe about $625 a month, roughly, somewhere in that ballpark. All right. So again, Daniel's phone number I put in the chat room, 849-266-6167. That's a 1-849-266-6167. You can get him on WhatsApp. Now, I'm not only going to go there, we're going to go to actually cruiseonland.com because they changed their website a little bit, so we can check this out. And this is in, okay, that's cool. It's in Spanish. Oh, we can amplify. Okay. Hold on, they changed this up a little bit more. It appears. Let's go. Or this is running slow. All right, this is running slow, ladies and gentlemen. That's why I'm gonna have to get out of here. Do some things in the background real quick. Trying to get this faster, speed up. All right. So here we go. This is the buildings right here. Like, let's say this is building 1. It's in a U shape. Uh-oh, what's this? What's happening? That looked like a press and okay. Oh, okay. Here we go. This is one of their water features with the restaurant. And you might as well, I'll just leave it here. This is not a video I'm playing. This is their videos playing. So they've added a different type of video, I guess. But this is what it's going to look like. They're going to have 12, is it 12 of these buildings? Swim up bar. This is the restaurant area, and you can see the paddle boats. They're the wedding venues. So if you're going to be a renter here, this is prime real estate. Wedding venues that you can promote, on your Airbnbs or websites, whatever you're using, look at this. This is where all your guests can go hang out. They do not have to pay. All right. The builder developer is adamant about it. They're like, no, it's included. Whoever stays here on the premise, you're going here. You can hang out here. All right. It's pretty simple. So this is what we're looking at. You got to love this. Very, very cool. Here's their little beach over here on the right that they're making. This is very cool. Here's the compound over here on the left-hand side. So here's the buildings. Again, each building has its own swim up bar, and probably snacks are going to be allowed in there too. Over here on the right, this is their old beach themselves with sand. That is a restaurant and has stores underneath. Restaurant, you can see here the walkway, the path. So this is it, ladies and gentlemen. You're all inside. You can see here, you're inside. This is where check-in is. This is where the water park is. All right. With the wave pool, not just any water park. They're going to have a wave pool. It's going to cost roughly, they're claiming $60-some per person. I'm happy. If you're staying here, they're saying everybody, guests and owners, can go to the water park. All included. This here also is this lake over here on the right-hand side. Included. Or sorry, this right here is the lake you see on the right-hand side. Sorry about that. This is the beach right here. So as you can see, buildings 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2, actually, they're right across from the beach, which is kind of cool. 3 and 4 is here, and it looks like another little water area. This is where people sit in the water and can have fire pits and everything else that's in here. And here, again, is more restaurants. So 5 and 6, you'll be down where the restaurants and the wedding venue is, plus a soccer field. And it looks like tennis courts and basketball courts are down here. So you don't even have to go all the way over here to the tennis courts and basketball courts. Amphitheater is down here. Let me see. I got to scroll down a bit. Amphitheater down here. Recording studio is also on site. Kids playground area on site. Some sort of trails or walk around. I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy, ladies and gentlemen. So over 100 amenities, which again, and here's the units. They're not that big. All right. So that's why 2 bedrooms. It looks like they expanded them. That's interesting. 76 square meters. That's 800 square feet. That's better than 700 square feet. And you can see they're compact. I don't know if somebody would want to live there long term, but they're compact. And the 3-bedroom is 96 meters. So you can easily see adding a 2-bedroom. I don't know what the difference is, but 2-bedroom, 64 and potentially 36. You'll be at around 100 square meters. So at least you're at 1,100 square feet. And you have 5. That's the go-to one. If you can afford 250, that's the one you would ideally want. And if you don't want to go that high, then clearly a 2-bedroom penthouse for 160 is decent. Clearly a 2-bedroom is decent. It sleeps 6. The more people you can sleep, the more money you can make. 2 studio units would cost you $191 fully furnished. 2 studio units not furnished, $110. So there's ways you can get in cheaper. It just depends on once you get there, you're going to have to buy furniture. Appliances, they do have the white line, which means the kitchen appliances and the washer and dryer are included on all these, whether you buy the furniture package or not. So that's something to consider as well. So the question is, if you can find a great place to buy furniture that's not going to cost you an arm and a leg, a sofa sleeper, if you can find one of those, it doesn't cost you like 3-4 G's, that'd be awesome. If you can find, well, TVs, they're cheap. And then some sofas and some bedding. I don't know how much they cost, but I'll probably start looking into that myself. But here you go, ladies and gentlemen. This is Cruise on Land. You do not see Gennaro Lamas for Cruise on Land. All right. You see Daniel Rodriguez. I left his number down below, and I was going to leave. Let me see if I got his link. I don't have a link to his website, but here's a Cruise on Land website. So this gives you an idea on what we're dealing with. And this isn't, I can't really, oh, look at this. Sitting areas, some more sitting areas. All this is there. And all this adds to the environment, adds to living there, adds to the guest experience. All that is pretty awesome. All right. So again, this is interesting. Very, very interesting, I will say. I need to change this to English because they actually showed somebody on a zip line. I don't think they have zip lines there. No, they don't. All right. Golf course, not on site, but they do have a driving range, which is right here, which is pretty cool. And again, kids area and wedding venues is a great opportunity. Now, some of you may be going, all right, Eric, show me the Larimar. Well, Larimar, just check out search the channel for the videos, and I'm going to wrap this up. We are almost at 3 hours, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully, you liked what we talked about tonight about the disaster of real estate and the real estate investing strategies, how we don't have to worry about the disaster because we're buying cheap real estate during pre-construction, or we're buying later after home prices drop 40, 50, 60%. Either way, you're going to win, but you're going to have to be prepared. That's all you need to know. All right, we're going to wrap this up. So thank you so much again, everybody, for being here. I appreciate it. Thank you for your support. Thank you, everybody with the icons and who's members of the channel. I appreciate that support as well. See you on Wednesday at 8:50 p.m. Remember, Wednesday at 8:50 p.m., only members with the icon can be here in the chat room. That's it. Everybody can watch, but only members with the icon can be in the chat room tonight. So don't forget, on Wednesday night at 8:50 p.m., Friday nights at 9:10 p.m., and I'm going to be dropping a video later on. Well, it's kind of late now, but I still might drop it. I don't know. It'll either be tonight or in the morning, but it has to do with real estate too. And I go over things a little differently. But nonetheless, thank you, everybody, for being here. And if there's any subject matters you want to talk about, hey, let me know. Put it down in the comments section and smash the like button, share the videos, and please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. And I know it's hard out here, and that's why we have to think outside of the box. But is it really outside of the box? It's not. It's just doing your due diligence, what everybody should be doing when they're 20 years old, 18, 19, 30, whatever the case may be. Stay in the real estate game one way or another, and then you just wash, rinse, and repeat. All right? And with all that said, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have to always keep our head up, keep moving, and I'm out.